It seems like Brandon really wants a Protean City crossover with us, but I don't. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the issue 13 of All Nerds Here, Varsity Hues. These are our cast. These are all of our writers on this writers table, writers room for this issue. Rue, where you at? I'm so good at hosting.
It's me. It's Rue. My pronouns are she, her. I play Tanvi, whose pronouns are she, he, and he is the redeemed playbook, our little villain bud trying to be kind of good, a little bit. Dabbling in goodness.
Dabbling.
Viditya, who'd you bring with you?
I play, well, first, my name is Voleti. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Rodasi, who is the legacy playbook, and her legacy is orbital. She is a really cool black sheep of her family, trying desperately to prove that she can take on the mantle of the family superhero.
Alex, who are you? Who'd you bring with you?
Hey everyone, I'm Alex. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Floas, who uses she, her pronouns. Hey, we have a big raid coming in.
Hey,
Hello,
look at
everybody.
that.
Fun
Welcome,
friends.
Raiders. You caught us right in the middle of our intros. We're just getting started.
And Floas is the Gladiator playbook made by Brandon Leon Gambetta. So if anyone's coming in new to this, this is one of the only places you can see this playbook played in masks. So check it out. Stay around.
Simon, who are you? Who'd you bring?
Hi, I'm Simon. My pronouns are he, she, and they. I am playing Manny Moreno, who is the transformed, who is just a little guy, just a little bad boy.
Little guy.
Just a little guy. It's not his birthday, but he is just a little guy.
It's got to be his birthday at some point, right? Like, we have to...
One day, yeah.
One of the 300.
One of these days.
One of them is his birthday.
Statistically speaking, you're correct.
The whole series takes place over a 364-day period.
Yes,
So
and we just never get to it.
Hop right over.
He's born on a leap day, so.
Oh no.
And that's our cast. I'm Kevin. My pronouns are currently he, him. I am editor-in-chief of this series, and this week we bring to you part 2, our first part 2 of the series, issue 13, Paint the Town Red, part 2 of 2. Last week, our intrepid heroes, they had a whole rooftop sort of rip your chest out, rip your chest open, show your hearts to each other, and make them bleed and cry, and the topic of certain new friends was deftly avoided through interpersonal drama and trauma. And then the team, they found a familiar face running down the freeway. Some mistaken circumstance. They made a new friend in Division, someone they've taken down before. And they found out there's a pretty nefarious plot of people hunting down sort of destitute powered kids in the city, and somehow that's connected to somebody that Tanvi knows from their old life as a villain. And we get like a panel of just all of the crew, like probably a copy of the last panel from last issue, except this time it has Tanvi pulling up a phone and like going through the contacts.
Wait. Yeah, go on. I just love
no.
Let me just call up let me just go through my phone of criminal contacts.
Viditya, how do you suggest?
It's a burner smartphone.
Tanvi pulls out her Rolodex and
Tanvi pulls out her bat signal.
Yeah.
She's got eight back signals and like one for each. Just carries them all the time.
Them out.
Our characters are Zoomers. They've never seen a Rolodex before.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, it's old enough now that it can. Now it's vintage.
You can get knockoff Rolodexes in China.
Oh my god. I believe burner phone. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to dig further into this?
Tanvi stole your phone and put her
What,
contacts in it.
I come from a very wealthy family, Tanvi. This is not a funny joke.
I replaced all your contacts with mine, but then renamed
The fact that
them
Rodasi does not have a
yourself.
personal assistant that calls people for them is just really says how far they've fallen in their family's eyes.
Yeah, no, it's
That's what Tanvi says. She's like,
Jenny
"The
was
fact that you
great."
don't- Make Becky Kelsey your assistant so that she can do this for us.
So how do you call your contacts?
Yes, I'm sorry.
So it scrolls through the phone. We see some names that are going to be familiar to readers who've read issues 1 through 10 that none of the audience actually has. You didn't miss anything. We're just making this shit up on the fly. So to
What?
disillusion you of all this crap. Tanvi, you call Sparrow, you text Sparrow. What's the deal? What do you want to say? And what do you think you could convince Sparrow, the infamous weapons master
Mm-hmm.
from your old life, to come meet with you?
I think she would text them.
Yeah, you're a child. You don't know how to talk over the phone. That sounds right.
She keeps trying to delete the phone call thing. She's like, "What is this, and why does it keep appearing?" Yeah,
You talk over Discord for hours, but not over the phone. That's different.
That's weird. Yeah, I think she would text them. What do they say?
You want?
My thoughts on like Tanvi's relationship with this person was kind of like errand running for her mentor. Like I see it being kind of like when they needed weapons, she would kind of go over there, and so it was more of like an indirect relationship. Like I'm here representing my mentor kind of thing. So I don't think she's super comfortable with them where she's like, "Hey, what's up? Let's meet up." So I think she just kind of sends something that feels all business to her, like got some info, need some more, or like need a lead or something like that. Know that you're connected, and I don't think she would say right away that like they have a weapon that connects them. I think she just kind of sends that much information.
You just need some info, right?
Yeah.
And that's clicked into your little burner phone like a Microsoft Excel sheet in an early 2000s music video.
Yeah, I think like maybe there are like a few, like she tried to like add in like a hey what's, and it's like no this it's gotta be it's gotta be all business. That's how these people work. I think she like looks up at everyone. She's like, this is how it works.
Yeah, I imagine a panel. I imagine the page.
We're all just
is,
leaning in.
Yeah, it's like a page
like
of like 4 or 5 like long panels, right? And it's all of us just kind of leaning over you and like in different kind of like no, you shouldn't do that. Like it's just various advices.
Yeah,
until
like,
eventually you hit
I've done this a
send.
lot. Okay, this is my first time asking for information. She's like very defensive.
Right.
I did this all the time. You don't think I should say hey? Okay, I'll do that.
Division says put some ellipses. It makes you seem like mysterious.
She's already sent the other text, so she just sends ellipses like by themselves. She's like, that feels threatening. I'd be threatened if someone
Like,
just only sent me ellipses afterwards.
Before like your clock turns over to the next minute, you get a text back.
Ooh.
It's a set of coordinates, obviously, and then one white square emoji, and then 3 like brick emojis.
Okay.
which you know is like, this is the location. This is what's going to cost you.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. A white square emoji and 3 like bricks.
3
Like
bricks.
brick
red
walls.
bricks. Okay. Interesting.
Tony immediately goes, or not Tony, sorry, Voleti goes,
You've taken over. We've swapped.
Let me tell you how to play your character.
what is,
In this episode, the scene Tanvi on Freaky Friday.
no, the brown girls are not interchangeable, is what I'm saying.
We can say this.
Lord.
It's bad.
So Rhodacy says.
So Rhodacy.
Put it on Twitter.
That's so good.
It's gonna be saved forever.
That's fun. We have fun here.
Yeah, we have fun here. Rhodacy goes, just goes, what does that mean? Like, very kind of like, that seems like code for something.
Or to see you're rich. How many rich degenerates do you hang out with specifically?
Tanvi would probably be one of the first. No, rich degenerates. Sorry.
Yes.
I've met a few.
Degenerates, yes.
Wow.
Rich degenerates.
Hold on.
I'm poor.
Oh, she's like 18. She's been kind of black sheep by her family. Probably a good amount. I feel like during high school she's gone to some parties and has been like, "Oh, look, it's a Rhodacy Viomo over here." And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're,
you're-
in,
Fuck you,
you're
I'll
in your
beat the shit
rebellious
out of you.
phase.
yeah. People like make fun of me and stuff like that. So yeah, I've probably gone to like some parties that like the private school runs,
Yeah.
like the private school kids have done. So that's, I'm assuming, yeah.
Parties where the mirrors aren't always on the walls. Sometimes
Ah,
on the
yeah, that's
tables.
what it is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Real Julia Stiles and 10 Things I Hate About You energy.
We have a quick question from the chat. What caused Rhodacy to get black sheeped? Rhodacy was kicked out from going to the prestigious private school that their family was supposed to. That everybody goes there and was supposed to go and learn how to be a superhero for defacing a public statue and getting into trouble and having a hot temper. And so
Defacing or destroying?
both? What's
6 of one, half dozen the other.
yeah.
I think your lawyer is like legal to
legal
defacing.
to deface. Yeah.
It's really
Oh,
more
really?
of a defacing.
It was
Literally.
it was a
no
PR
more
nightmare for the Vioma family, which is a very prominent family in Sunset City. So they had to do a lot of fixing to get me into like this school without it making it look weird and stuff like that. So that's a part of this thing. That was all on issue like 3, I think.
Mhm.
Because it's comics, can we jump to the location or like at least in transit?
Mhm.
Right. So, y'all Uber, I guess,
Yeah.
out to the Inland Empire.
I'm what? Wait, no. Is Division's car just busted up, or does he still?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't
Oh,
it like
no,
way back on
Yeah,
the
it
freeway?
It crashed.
Never
It crashed into the divider.
The
on
float,
the
I think
freeway.
float has punched a hole in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
we asked that and we just get like a quick
Smoking.
their busted up car.
Oh,
Panel
right.
cut back. Right. Whoops.
Yeah.
I think it's
Uber-
great if
yeah.
in like it's comic books, we have to be taking an Uber.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Uber with an A instead of an E.
Super
Uber.
is what Triple said.
Ubar.
But it has to be like a big one so that Flois can
Fubar.
fit in it. So we have to get like one of those ones where they give you like an SUV or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Mercedes
Like a
Sprinter van.
In a suburban.
The one where you have to
She's
like
very
slide
kind of like-
the door open.
Just slightly folded up in there. 'Cause she's pretty. I guess I haven't established exactly how tall she is. I feel like she's like you know,
You gotta be big.
big.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
pretty
and then,
big.
like, your horns, so it's like...
Right.
kinda-
Yeah,
The
she has to have
windows are
the
open.
window is cracked open with one horn going out.
Yes, good. Yes.
At some point, you put your
Ah,
head out
yeet,
like
that's
a
the
dog.
tweet.
Everybody always thinks the car is constantly trying to merge over, but it's just not, and everybody hates.
Oh.
Are you signaling?
So
Yeah,
you Uber
you can
out
see
to
her
the
horns
Inland
in the
Empire,
picture.
to the fucking boonies of LA County.
Okay.
Oh, we're on the outskirts of like Sunset City.
Yeah, where like it starts to, it's less run down and more just like nothing, and like run down in like the way cities are, and more run down in the way, like kind of pseudo what the fuck are they called? Suburbs are.
Mhm.
Like suburbs are like like really poorly maintained. Like the city council's embezzled a lot of the money that should have been going back to maintaining the city. And you drive up to this warehouse, and this warehouse has a line out in front of it, and there's a bouncer at the door, and there's like lights and going on inside, and it's obviously some sort of club or rave.
And pitch a detail, which is that like,
Yeah.
as we're driving from like off the freeway, into this like rundown part of town, that the colors are all desaturated
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
I really
the
wanted
page.
to
Yeah.
ask that.
It's like
I was
all in
also imagining
halftones. Yeah.
Our colors.
Until we get into the club, presumably.
And I totally forgot, the cover of this week's issue is all of the team in this car, in this Uber, in like some in like a reticle,
Mhm.
in a red dot reticle that like anybody who played fucking any first person shooter in the last 20 years would recognize, like sort of painted red hue, and just watching them and clocking their speed, and like sort of like notes on the side of like handwritten notes of like they're tracking them going from
Mhm.
Sunset City into the Inland Empire.
I love that.
Y'all get out. There's like we get like a comic montage of like y'all arguing with the bouncer to get inside, and like you do, and like there's some shenanigans. They tell you no, and like you tell them yes, and they tell you no, and then you do something and you get inside. And you're navigating through like the club, you're navigating through like the crowd, and you Tanvi, you see like sort of up top where the office is, overlooking the whole crowd, you see Sparrow. She's dressed in like a suit, with a a blouse that's like only buttoned down to the up to the waist, and like a jacket sort of as a cape over the shoulders. She Sparrow's a she, right? She, her.
I actually don't even know if I
Yeah, you did not
specified.
give.
Well, we're deciding now.
Yeah, it can
Sure.
be whatever.
She, her. She's got her hair like sort of slicked back in a really tight ponytail. Sort of looks down at you, sort of nods, and then y'all. Do you go by yourself, or are you bringing the whole group?
We had established last issue that I think it was like Tanvi will go by himself, but then we'll like wait out. And
Yeah.
we'll be around.
Yeah, so y'all are like in the club crowd, and then Tanvi is going up by himself, up the stairs, walking up some stairs past the bouncer, walking into this big sort of this warehouse, like what used to be a Costco in the officer's office, or the manager's office of a former Costco. And you walk in there, and on the desk are like weapons parts, and like there's a crate of weapons. There's like a grenade just being used as a paperweight.
Thanks. Yeah, when we get in, I think we see like as it enters in, there's like 3 like split panels, and one is Tanvi like coming in. She's got like a smug look on her face. It's just like, hey. And then there's like another one that's her coming in, with like the weapon out. It's like just different like scenarios that she's imagining of what goes on when she comes in. Like one, she comes in and like is just greeted by Sparrow hugging her, like just coming up and giving her a big hug, and then it kind of, there's like a little like dreamy bubble around it as like it connects to the next scene of Tanvi just like kind of wiping away the thing, and she's just like, just go in, and she like hesitates for a moment as she's trying to come up with what to say, and just kind of settles on the hey, hello. She's like, okay, I think that'll do.
Hola.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have
my drugs.
And he's just like, yeah, well, I need to know that this information that I'm asking for, that you have it before I'm just giving this to you. And she's like trying not to like sweat as she's hearing this.
What do you need?
Word on the street is that there are these people going around after powered people, and people that no one notices when they go missing, and I want to know what's going on with that, and it seems like there's a connection with you.
Okay, I can tell you that.
Okay.
Like 3 panels of no word bubbles pass. So
I think, yeah, Tanvi, I would presume that Tanvi did procure what, like, the payment was, having dealt with this before. I think so.
Yeah. So Tanvi just has access to bricks of cocaine?
Or, like, yeah, I'm trying to think
I won't fight you on it. I'm just...
That just tells us a lot about the character.
Yes.
Former villain still has enough to be charged with distribution and intent to sell.
Well, because I'm trying to think like how she would be wanting to get this information out of them if she would just be like, okay, this is what I need to do, so whatever, I'll figure out some connections and get this information this way, or if she would try to figure out some other way to get it.
I mean, from a fictional standpoint, to like metagame for a second, like you can get the information, because the way your move works is that when you come to someone with a problem, with one of your problems, you mark obligation and they'll help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
you
you
have
owe them.
obligation to them now. So like you're getting yourself in deep. So like
Okay.
you don't necessarily have to have the goods. You can be like, listen, like I'll owe you, like I don't have it, I'll owe you a favor.
I'll owe
Yeah.
you.
And they'll
And that
like
puts you
they'll come
deeper
back and
deeper into the
they'll
pocket.
collect on that. That's
Right.
the dramatic thing to do.
So like if you don't want to justify like having a brick of coke on your character that you just happen to pick up on the Uber ride over here,
Yeah.
you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I think that makes more sense that she would have to be like obligated for information. So yeah, when Sparrow is like asking for it, she like, are there like other, I don't know, like bodyguards or something, or is it just Sparrow by themselves?
There's like one other person in here.
Okay. Tanvi still like kind of approaches Sparrow, not like aggressively, because she doesn't know what's gonna happen if she like gets super close, but kind of just approaches and is like, I know this is the payment that you asked for, but I'm an
So you don't have
18-year-old kid. I don't have it.
You don't have it.
No.
So you came in here, you lied to my face, told me you had it, and now you're saying you don't have it. I'd imagine there's like a
doesn't
height
mean-
difference of about like 6 to 8 inches.
Yeah.
Like they're looking down at you.
Yeah. Look, you know that I worked with Turnabout before. I'm good
I know.
for.
You know what the deal is. We've done this. You know don't have the payment. You owe me. So
Okay.
we'll do the thing and look, we'll move on.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Fine. Then like it cuts to like sort of pulls a chair out and a table between you, or like no she goes behind her desk.
Mhm.
This other person that was in the room pulls a chair and like kind of very forcefully puts it under you so that you were forced to sit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They grab your arm, put it up on the table, and then Sparrow pulls out her arm, puts it next to yours, and then this person pulls out a tattoo gun and tattoos you both
Oh.
with an X,
Ooh.
marking that
Ooh.
you owe a debt.
So while this sequence is happening, Manny is like in the crowd,
Yeah.
way shorter than everyone else because he's 4'10". But he's like tugging on Rhodacy and Floas's arms to like pull them down, and he's like looking up at the like the back room where the two of them are.
Mhm.
So I think it's like this is interspersed with that sequence of like, what do you think they're talking about in there?
Oh.
And I just sort of shrug, and I'm like, you can't. I mean, and I sort of like, just like nudge against your big bat ear.
Yeah.
You can just hear.
You think I can? There's so much going on in here. I mean, it's everything I can do to like
Oh,
keep it from drowning me out. I think he's like grabbed some like napkins and has stuffed them in his little pockets. His little ears.
Little guy.
He's got these big bad ears.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it. Tommy being up there all alone.
Well, if the building starts coming down, we'll know she's in trouble.
that was
Tommy
the
can take care
signal.
of herself. Yeah.
Yeah. Rhodacy says Tommy can take care of herself as the tattoo
Yeah.
gun goes into the skin.
I'm
And,
like,
oh,
There's like
Tommy-
one X on Tanvi, and there's like about 24 X's on Sparrow's arm.
Nice.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
see like
coming.
that shot, and you see like Tanvi kind of like wipe like sweat off her arm. She's like sweating, but also like flushed. She's just like, this is.
I think Rhodacy continues to maybe like it's like gas you up. It's like Tanvi can take care of himself. You know, like he's smart. He's been in the business. You know, knows when to call the shots. Knows when it doesn't make bad deals.
Yeah.
Probably up
yeah.
there. Sparrow's probably quivering. You know, Tanvi's got her by like I don't know, got her on the ropes. We're gonna
Right.
come out. Tanvi's gonna be a hero. Don't you forget it, Manny.
And that jump cuts to like
it's just
Yeah.
just
Tanvi
constantly
covered in sweat,
Sweat.
with the,
Tanvi's just like getting
wiping the
tattoo.
ink off of the tattoo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you knock something over. Oh my.
Like in her head, she's just like really glad they can't see me right now. Ruined my rep.
So, Tanvi, I assume you ask your question, right? You now like have paid your due, and now you get to ask your question
Um,
more explicitly, less
yeah.
cagey.
How are you connected to this? She like considers I think she just has like the weapon on her, and like in her jacket. She like considers for a moment whether he wants to show it, and she's like, this is the she, for a second, he's like, "This is my one trump card," and that is like, okay, well, obviously I've blown, I've blown that, so it doesn't really matter. Pulls it out, but doesn't, kind of keeps it still close to them because it still feels like this is like the one thing I have on that might be in my favor. I know this is your handiwork, and it was on.
Yeah, you can see my maker's mark right there. It's
Yeah.
the little bird. There.
And to recap for the viewers at home, it looks like like the gun from Control kind of, right? Like it's a pistol made of wrapped rebar
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. It definitely looks like a homemade job. It's not like polished or anything. It's like it's real gritty and nasty.
Mhm.
And it shot weird wiggly lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Division had this, but they got it off these people that are going around and hunting, presumably, at least from the information we got, is powered kids that no one would notice if they went missing, essentially.
Yeah, you gotta be more specific than that. There's a couple of those.
Wait, what did they say?
You gotta be more specific than that. There's a couple of those.
There are a couple of people that are going around hunting powered people?
There's oh honey. Oh honey. There's people hunting all kinds of things out there. I know some folks looking for you.
For me? I mean,
That's not what we're talking about.
yeah, I guess, I don't know. I'll deal with that as it comes. I'm not looking for another X on my arm at the moment. Were there any other specifics that Division gave us besides just these people are hunting them?
They wear the little red buttons.
Oh, okay. I did forget that. Yeah, she relays that too. Is like, I think she pulls out like a thing that shows. This is the only other bit of information we got. They wear these like little red buttons when they go hunting, I guess.
Oh yeah. So why are you wrapped up in this?
I want to know what's going on with this. It seems fucked up. I don't know. It's,
How publicly are you in? How publicly are you not a villain at this point?
ooh.
We were just on the news.
You were just.
I
on
think
the
it's
news, yeah,
pretty
sure.
public. Like, I think,
But that could also be recent.
yeah, I think it was. I don't think Tanvi like necessarily spread that information in like the villain circles his own, but I think she assumes that Turnabout has like been like, yeah, fuck that kid. I've got this other new kid. Like,
Well, like that's the question. Did you like betray? Like we haven't discussed. Like nobody on screen
mhm.
has seen like what has caused your turn. I think.
Okay.
Did you betray Turnabout? Is like the real big thing. I think. No matter how wide it would.
It seems to me, based on what we talked about in the session 0, that you were the one who was betrayed in a way.
Yeah, I feel like if there was like a betrayal, it would have been maybe there was like a part I was supposed to play and I didn't do that. I like walked off.
Okay.
Rather
You were
than
kind of kicked to the curb.
yeah, rather than I like blew up their idea or something.
But you didn't do a John Wick like I'm out of the game.
Yeah.
Necessarily.
Yeah.
No, you got like tossed to the side. Is the idea?
Right.
Yeah. I don't
You
think
didn't play the
she
part.
necessarily like. I don't think Tanvi necessarily considers. Oh, I'm no longer a part of this group of people. Whether other people think that is totally a
Yeah.
separate thing.
Yeah, she says, "What do you care? You're protected. You're fine."
Yeah. That's good.
I I mean, I'm not in this just for myself. I don't know.
We're all in this just for ourselves.
I don't like it. This kid comes up to us and tells us that they're being hunted by these assholes that are doing it for the fun of it, for the thrill of it. I don't know. I can't explain it. It just pisses me off.
Did you grow principles, kid? Jesus Christ. Oh.
I think she kind of like takes a pause and she's like, I know what it's like to feel like there are no other options and to just, I don't know, these kids, they don't have a lot of options. And now they have to deal with this extra thing of people just picking them off for some joyride. How are you involved in this? I think
I regret asking already.
What was that? Sorry.
I regret asking already. It's fine. Fine. Shut up. Red button freaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dead end. They call themselves real stupid. Like it's supposed to be pure bullshit. They bought these off me going on 6 months ago. Paid cash.
Yeah, that
Didn't tip.
that must have been, I know your weapons aren't cheap, that they just had that cash and they just look like nobodies.
I didn't say they looked like nobodies.
Who were they?
You're really getting a lot of this out of his favor, kid. So,
I think
you really want to get into this on principles?
that'd be kind of like, I think she's like having a moment of, yeah, like how much do I, like, what is the point of me, like what are we doing getting this involved in this situation? And she's kind of like thinking back to like the community service club and her like trying to figure out like what is being a hero and what is like the purpose of what they're doing. And she pulls her arm back out. She's like, what'll it cost? I want the names.
Ooh.
Oh.
Real quick, it cuts back to everybody else.
Uh-huh.
How social are y'all being on the club floor?
That's a good question.
What's the scene like in here?
It's a rave.
Okay, and I feel like Flois is definitely in like any sort of mosh pit that there is. Then,
Yeah.
Okay.
like wherever the dancing is like super thick, she's just like,
Yeah.
sort
in the
of-
middle of the Blade Blood rave.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the vibe that I'm imagining, because this is like a skeevy
Yeah.
comic book nightclub.
God, let me pull up that song.
Run by an arms dealer.
Yeah. I think
It's Taylor Swift playing.
I feel like I feel like we get like, you know, if there's like a quick shot of like where we all are, it's Voleti has just kind of like tricked a guy into buying her a drink.
Yeah.
So you kind of see like a guy like put a drink, turn around, and then she's like left, you know. And it's I feel like it's probably trying to keep an eye on Mandy too. So like depending on is going back to wherever you are. Mandy.
Interesting. Yeah, Mandy's like who I'm really interested in. Like, what's
Yeah.
Mandy look like in this?
Manny's not wherever Rhodesi looks is like, hey man, you want one of these?
Yeah, that's
He's not there.
Right.
I think we get a couple panels of Manny like wandering through the club crowd, like looking up at everyone, kind of hunched up. The hood is up. He's got the hands in that kind of like nervous like raptor pose. And he cuts to him like up on one of like the upper balconies. And he climbs up into like the rafters of the club, like where the lights are hung. So he's like a bat hanging upside down, like swinging, like from girder to girder until he gets closer to the like back room, and is like trying to peer through the window as his eyes get like big and mutanty, because he's the transformed.
Oh no.
Rosie, you're probably best situated for this. You hear, like, sort of we get that frame of you, like, looking to where Manny's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then,
like
a speech bubble interjects into your panel, saying, like, Becky Kelsey, no, you've had too much. God, no, please, don't.
Oh, Becky Kelsey, what are you doing?
And it comes over to a panel of Becky Kelsey being real sloppy on the bar, and another girl from the school, like, sort of, like, being like, come on, let's go, please, no.
This is like kind of looking for Manny. Hears that, goes, God damn it. Well, I feel like she'll. Oh, I kind of got a question for you, Simon.
Yeah.
Is there? Because we're like a team, like we're kind of friends. Is there like a frequency that Rothesy can kind of like talk to you that like we've kind of talked about, where it's like, hey, like you can like hear, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's some comic book stuff.
Yeah.
I think you have a thing on your phone.
Ooh, perfect.
You have an app on your phone that plays at a certain pitch. It's like it's marketed for people for their dogs.
Yeah.
As like
exactly.
a scrat mat of
Talk
like
to
get
your
off the
dog.
couch.
Yeah.
Right.
Get him to listen.
Get him to listen to you. Yeah. Okay. I think Rothesy like just downs your drink, like the drink that she was getting, which is like, I think like just like a Shirley Temple, right? It's like what you get your kid at a bar. Just downs it, puts it down. Still has her fucking whatever. Clearly pulls out her phone and goes, God damn it. God damn it, Manny. I don't know where you are, but like, just don't get into any trouble, okay? I got another situation. Go find Floas, all right?
And when it says that, like, we cut to Floas. Floas, you're dancing, and there's like, this is a power people exist in this universe, so like it's not unnormal to see like a masked person, like just being around in the social space. You kind of get like bumped into, like sort of like really heavily checked on the shoulder by a pretty large, like wide framed person, wide shouldered, and they have this mask that's just like this. It's drawn like a metallic, like sort of reflective surface, like a mirror-like surface as their mask, and like your face is like reflected in their face, and they just say, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah. And I think she kind of like looks them up and down, and we get to see a close-up shot of her like little sort of sense tendrils moving and looking, and reflected also in the mask. And she kind of gives like a smirk and says like, "Hey, I like your style, friend."
Well, it's only, you always see the best in ourselves, right? So.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I always see the best in myself, but that's easy because, you know, I'm the best. So she's like flexing.
Hell yeah.
Don't I? No. I must be thinking of somebody else. Sorry, my bad. Like they try and like leave. Flo's, how like familiar are you with like sort of local, like beyond things before when you came? Like how much like local history did you look up before you came here?
Probably none.
Yeah. So you have no idea who this person is.
Cool.
Oh, I love it. Does the audience know who it is? I'm fine.
Oh
if
yeah,
the answer is no,
the audience knows. This is Turnabout. This is Tanvi's mentor.
Oh, okay.
Mentor.
Oh shit!
Nice.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Turnabout.
yeah.
the sort of up and coming villain, like previously like C tier, up and coming B tier villain who used to mentor Tanvi, whose known power is mimicry.
That's great.
So we get like a little editor's box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exact. Right. Like we see ourselves reflected, and
Yeah.
then the little box that says "turnabout," and then like the little
Oh,
file.
that's so good.
And then we see like Flois's like kind of like blank, unrecognizing expression.
Right. Just like, huh?
Oh, that's good. I have the one person who doesn't really like know who they are. Bump into him. It's wonderful.
Cutting back to Tanvi. I don't have names. Don't use names. You know. You don't know my name. I didn't want to know your name, but you, like, I don't know. Didn't want to come up with it. You came up with a code name too late, I guess. I could set up a meeting. That's what I could do for you. Because obviously they're missing some hardware.
Just between me and them.
You want them to know you're coming?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know how to get them to meet you. For
Yeah,
why.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll just have another fire sale. You know. I don't know if you want to do your. I don't know if you want to play cop.
Thunby like grimaces at that. She's like, it's not playing. Whatever. It's.
Oh, you want to be principled and help out the little people, but. Okay.
She's like getting very like defensive at this point. She's like, I don't. Whatever. You can call it what you want. Yeah, I'll take the meeting.
All right, I'll let you know.
Okay.
You can go now.
Confused.
Don't think I'm copping your tab.
Oh, damn, Sparrow sucks. Is what it is.
I think Tanvi hasn't actually like put down the gun that like she had shown. I think she had just kind of held it in her hand and just like gets up and it starts like walking away, and she's like, I'm gonna keep this as collateral to make sure that this happens. You're gonna collect on it later anyway. And she like shows her arm.
Collateral for what? What do you think that's gonna do?
I don't know.
I think this through, kid.
And just like she's like, I'm just keeping it, and like what just walks away.
I'll let Turnabout know you came by.
Yeah, that would make Tanvi stop for a second.
What's your expression look like? Do we get a panel of it?
Yeah, like you stopped, and like the panel probably looks at your face, and like
Yeah.
Sparrow like behind you.
It's like a back of the head shot of you on Turnabout that you came, and then the next panel is your face.
This like the other face.
Yeah.
I think it's just her face just like in the like second that it goes from one panel to the next, just like complete shutdown of emotion. Her face is just like as like blank as she can make it. Like it's obvious that she's like making it like this. She's not calm or anything. She's just like, oh. And he turns back around. Why is he here?
Why, you got more favors though?
Nope, just don't want to run into him.
Good to know.
And if there's no like other information forthcoming, I think
Not for
Tanvi
free.
is just like, yeah, don't really. Like, I've already like gotten into junk. I don't want to mess with this, and walks away.
So we come back to Rolasi. You're at the bar trying to do what?
I'm like, Becky Kelsey, what are you doing here? And I guess the friend is there. I'm like, wait, Rachel, why'd you bring her here anyway? Like, it's a school night, guys.
Ross, what are you doing here?
Bro, shit.
I asked first. All right, there's an order to things.
This isn't a fucking math class.
I'm babysitting. All right, it's other stuff. Hero.
So am I, apparently. Like, look over at Becky Kelsey's like green in the face.
Oh my god. No.
Sort of like Becky Kelsey like reaches out to you. Ro, please.
Yeah, I got you. Listen,
Ro.
It's very. I got other people to deal with. Okay.
I know we didn't work out, but
No, it's wrong time, wrong place. Okay. We'll talk about this later when you're
always
sober.
say it's the wrong time.
It's gonna be okay. All right, come
Because
on.
I'm white, isn't it?
It doesn't help, Becky Kelsey.
Manny, we see you like looking in the office, like you sort of like we get a like really quick interchange of like that scene play out from your perspective, and then a little bit after, like we see Tanvi like walking down the stairs, passing the bouncers, and you see Sparrow like from your side, like you're looking at Sparrow's like back from their perspective, and like you see her like sort of taking her hand off of a gun from under the desk, putting her hands on the table, and like sort of pulling out her phone and making a call.
Manny wants to use that binocular vision to like mutate the eyeballs to like really zoom in and make a note of the phone number.
Let's have you roll to unleash your powers.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Bad powers, bad powers.
Powers back.
It's a full hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so you definitely get the number. We're not like, it doesn't matter what the number is specifically, but you have that.
Yeah. I know who Sparrow called and what the number is, basically. Yeah.
I don't think I don't think there's a name attached to it. It's just
It's just the number. It's
yeah,
fine.
because like Sparrow's not the type of person to keep fucking a contact list. They just memorize all their shit.
And from there, Manny like glides away.
I think because you did like sort of get a 10, you do get a little bit more information. Like their Sparrow's like expression, it goes like a little like mischievous. Like it's definitely the expression of somebody like, oh, I've got some good gossip. You want to know?
Got it. That's good. That's very useful. Cool. That's all I wanted.
Flois, you are the belle of the ball. Everybody loves you, as always.
As always.
Yeah. You see Rodasti struggling with Becky Kelsey and Rachel at the bar. Manny's coming down through the rafters. Tanvi's coming back. You've lost track of this person in the mirrored mask.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So I think I start sort of heading back over to the group to see if we're ready to all head out.
Some bouncers come up to the group, and we're like, "Hey, let's use some IDs."
Hi, I'm on official. No, that's a horrible thing. I'm gonna trigger symbol of authority real quick.
Oh no, the worst possible place for it.
Oh shit.
Manny like shoves Tanvi forward.
Yeah, I feel like Tanvi would have
And then like
fake
nudge
ID or
nudge.
something.
A fake ID for all of us?
For herself.
Well, you've
Oh,
been here before,
well,
is
fair.
what I'm thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? Like,
Hmm.
so maybe
This is
you have
your
an in
seat.
with these guys.
Ooh.
Or like you know some code words or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she would hand like an ID over. Like maybe there's one like I think it's just like a fake ID that they have.
Yeah, you're a delinquent.
I feel like I don't know if this place would have like rotating like bodyguard people or if it would just be like the same ones all the time.
Usually it's the same one.
Okay.
Hey, do you have any conditions, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Do we have cash to give over? Tanvi just hands over the card and is like, "You know me. I've been here before."
Yeah,
At
we
a
know
meeting with
you.
Sparrow. And I think like I don't know if they would have seen her coming down, but
Right.
yeah.
So
Or I
like,
don't know if she. Sorry, I don't know if she says Sparrow. I think she was like, "I had a meeting up there."
so like, they don't seem convinced by your ID. But like you saying like I had a meeting with your boss. Like so like get out of here.
It's great because we were just leaving.
Tell that one not to come back when Becky kills you.
Yeah. I do that like jock thing where you like bump into their shoulder with yours as I go by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Damn, now Becky Kelsey is a part of our group now. Tanvi's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Why did
We gotta deal with Becky.
we adopted these two other people now?
By the way, Rue, I asked because I guess I don't know. Maybe it counts as triggering your blowing off steam when you commit a misdemeanor or a small victimless crime. It's just trying to hand over a fake ID and getting us.
I don't know if
into-
that's like.
I guess
blowing
you're
off
right,
steam.
yeah.
Yeah. I could see it if like we came back and I was just like, I'm
Right.
just gonna get fucked up here.
That situation was like accumulating steam because it was so tense.
I will need to blow off steam.
Yeah, how
So
did
you'll
you
get-
respond to hearing that your former mentor was potentially in the club?
Not see that, or was that?
Because I'm
like-
wondering if you might have marked afraid in that moment.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you wanted to self-elect a condition.
Yeah, let me take a look at my conditions again. I think that, yeah, afraid makes sense because I already have insecure marked.
Oh no.
Still have that. Yeah, Tanvi comes back like a lot more closed off seeming than when he went up.
Hmm.
It's just like, let's just get out of here.
Anything else? Any other like sort of interactions y'all want to play out before jumping to the next scene?
I think we're good.
Okay. Think.
Hold
So-
Becky Kelsey's hair back as she fucking bombs on the sidewalk.
Sorry, what was that?
I say while we're waiting for the Uber, I hold Becky Kelsey's hair back as she bombs in the sidewalk. That's it.
We come to y'all at school. No, we cut to y'all at what's your next like sort of charity or the community service club activity?
Ooh,
Tell us, club leader.
yeah. Rodesy has us booked to run a bingo night at the
Oh my
folks'
god.
home.
At the old folks' home. Okay,
That's really good.
perfect.
I think like kind of a very boring activity. Like just I'm trying to think like what's the sharpest difference that
Yes.
we could go from being at a rave to just cutting to
So that you can
37.
disappoint the most amount of the most ordinary people.
Hmm.
So yeah,
There's
y'all are
4 of us.
all 5 of you
Oh,
for some reason are running bingo.
There's so many of us for this.
Well, we're doing different things. It's an event. We're helping them run an event. Like I don't know.
Like someone's running the snack table. Someone's
yeah,
doing
yeah.
like cranking the ball.
Calling out
Vanna
dispenser.
White is.
Lois is
handing
like
out
carrying in a guy in a
fringes.
wheelchair, and he's like, "That's not really necessary." Just carrying him on her shoulder.
I used to be a big deal, you know.
Aw.
I'd love to hear about it.
I had a statue, but suddenly some kid fucking just destroyed it. I don't know what happened there.
What? No.
City doesn't want to pay for another one.
That's great.
There goes my legacy.
Tanvi, you get a text with another set of coordinates.
Ooh. Cool.
And 3 little police car emojis.
That means you have to pay her 3 police cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what that means. Like showing it, that's what Lois is like.
Figured out the code.
We need to procure 3 police cars. I was just like, I wish that was what it.
I can carry 2. You guys are gonna have to work together for the other one.
We'll drive it.
Oh, right. I can't drive, so.
Yeah, would Tanvi know what that is? Is that just like
That's just her dicking you around.
That's just her
Okay.
mocking you.
Yeah.
okay?
You know, for context, you've already paid what's on this.
Yeah, she would.
Mr. Koa says into the microphone. B12. B12. Like your vitamins.
Bingo! Wait. E12. Sorry.
That's okay, Ms. Garcia. Next time.
Check your hearing aid. What?
Bingo is a terribly designed game. So many of the letters sound almost identical.
Tanvi, you have your location. You have a time. You got coordinates and a time. That's also-
Yeah, she.
The time is in military time, just to be obnoxious.
Of course it is.
Includes like the seconds. Digits.
Oh my gosh. But they're
no
just
way.
zeros.
It's in a different time zone time. She's like, what the fuck? Put this into my clock app so I can figure out what time this is. Yeah, she would bring it over to whoever does like doesn't seem like they're occupied.
There's two people in this party who I don't think would understand how to read coordinates, and one person who I think might know.
I feel like Tanvi would also know. I mean, having gotten the
Google
other
Maps
coordinates.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just copy pasted.
Who's the person you think can read coordinates? I'm like, really, Rack? I'm like, I don't think Rothsey does.
Well, Manny's the smart one.
Manny probably.
Then
There it is. Yeah, I was
there's
like,
two
Manny's probably the one.
dummies.
Yeah, that's Rothsey being like, who the coordinates? Manny's like, pulls out like I keep my geoguesser on me.
Manny seems like you would.
I'm a
geocache.
cache. Yeah,
Geocache.
sorry, that's what I meant. Geocaching.
Oh my gosh.
It's nice because you don't have to talk to anybody else.
Oh,
You're just out in nature by yourself.
I told you you can always call us to. I'd love to go geocaching with you.
we can go.
That-
I found one. by
That does
accident
sound
in the
nice,
city.
actually.
We don't have to do everything together, Rhodacy.
Okay,
It's like
all right.
It's like a quest. No, I want to do this now. So many buildings in this city, and we're always driving in cars. I want to get out and feel the grass under my hooves. You have grass on this planet, right?
No, in California, we don't.
You taste through your hooves?
Yeah. That's just regular.
That's how people eat.
I'm
Mhm.
so sorry, Flores. I'm just imagining you like walking in the
This
city.
city
Tasting
tastes
the streets
horrible.
of-
No.
This neighborhood has a horrible flavor.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
The
This neighborhood
vibes of
tastes
rancid has a
gentrified.
totally different meaning for Flows.
Yeah, Tanvi just grabs like Rosie and Floas and comes over to Manny. It's like, all right, we got the coordinates for this meeting with these people. I don't know. I didn't get, like I said before, I didn't really get a ton of information from Sparrow about this. Just this would be a way for us to talk to see them, I guess. Maybe just observe them before we really run in.
No, you got us a meeting. This is good. This is very good. You did great, Tanvi. Don't sell yourself short. All right. You went in there. We went in there looking for anything, and we might be able to catch these guys, get some more information, like actually talk to them. That's incredible.
Q9.
Dude, this is better.
Quarantine.
We oh my god. We could here, like maybe we'll call we'll call Sean up. Maybe he can be with us and identify any guys that maybe try to jump him or something.
Really
That could be
think
a good
Division is gonna want to get up and meet up with the people that tried to kill him?
I'm sure I could convince him. He wants our help, right? Is I guess.
Jump cut to you convincing him.
Come on.
You Jetta Sean, who exclusively communicates through Snapchat.
Oh my god, bro, this is such a
God.
picture. It's just kind of like
30-second clips that disappear.
wait, playing off of like Sean and I's weird angry chemistry. I think I'm gonna just Snapchat him like, hey, meet me here at this time. Like it's just I want to see you, right? And it's like maybe a little emoji or there's like a few dots. It's a little suggestive.
Eyes emoji.
Yeah, eyes emoji. Hey, what are you up to? You wanna
Just sweat drops.
meet up?
You up?
You that's perfect. Yeah. Hey, you up? Eyes emoji. Want to meet me here? dot dot dot. You want to meet me here?
Sends you.
We're all looking at you sending the.
was not. I did
Sends you
not
like
go into
a sends you like a pin of them traveling to the location.
I think I just go. I got Sean coming to Manny. Like, oh, he's coming.
Wait, did you send him to the meeting without letting? Oh no, okay, somewhere
He's
else.
coming
Somewhere
here.
else.
He's coming to the old folks' home. God, I just sent him to the meeting place.
That's a
What a
very
horror.
different game.
But you're having him meet us at.
I thought that was what was happening.
Oh, I don't think I would have sent him
Okay,
there
so he's coming
without
to the old
us.
folks' home.
No,
Yeah,
that's-
sorry. I
That's
feel-
even weirder, if anything.
Oh, it's so much weirder, but that's why I thought
Okay.
it was very funny.
Okay.
So we
Just
got to
no-
when he arrives. I assume there's nothing else you want to do in between.
No, he shows up and it's like
All
it's
of
an
us
old
are here.
folks home.
Yeah, it's an old folks home. All of us are waiting outside. I imagine he's very disappointed.
He like walks off a bus.
Oh my god, are we wearing matching community service club t-shirts?
Oh my
Oh,
God, we
yes.
have to.
Yeah.
And
We
there,
have to.
He came in his like hero suit, like power person suit.
Yeah,
We're in
street
civvies with,
clothes.
like,
we're in civies.
Horrible
What's our-
neon colored t-shirts.
yeah, our color scheme has to
Do
be
you-
something horrible.
Oh, it's purple and orange. It's the school colors.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what, Theo?
Oh, that's pretty
Like,
cool.
why are we? What? I thought we were gonna. I didn't know it was a group thing. I mean, it can be a group thing. I mean, with me, it's kind of always a group. But some.
No. Hey, bud.
I stopped by like the CVS somewhere here.
No, it's hey, pal. I think I very specifically dropped the like bud or something like that. You know, I'm like, hey, bud. Glad for you to make it. Fun fact: tonight you are going to meet the people who tried to kill you.
What a bait and switch. It's one of the worst bait and switch ever.
And by meet we mean like.
We got a meeting with the. I just like the. I like just panels of silence from it.
Yeah.
We got a meeting with the red.
Just like a lot of like different face changes.
Yeah, 100%.
It's
It's
Sean
like
going
it's
through,
the
like,
12 stages of grief.
Agree.
Oh, no.
as soon as these words come out of Rodus's mouth, Manny is like squeezing his little ears, hunched up,
Oh.
like flushed,
Oh.
sweating.
I thought I was being used one way, but I'm being used another.
Oh.
I just I hate you so much. So deeply. This is how villains are made.
Is he talking to a mirror?
No, this is good. This is good, Sean. We're gonna get revenge. We're gonna get justice for you and your friends. It's gonna be. And I reach out and like jiggle his arm like, here, let me talk to the cool Sean.
Let me talk to the cool.
Which one of you is in there?
You just start pulling them out like tissues.
Yeah. You're like, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to
Send me the
sad
other
Sean.
one. Pull out the one that's not shit sad right now.
Where's that fun Sean that I arm wrestled earlier?
My God. No, don't worry, Sean. If this goes well, then we can go out and celebrate sometime.
You don't just text you up. Like you don't do that. It's against the code. Like they have like this whole little monologue of just like fucking
Just like in
different-
very small.
It's trailing off the
Yeah,
panel.
exactly. Just very small.
There's no close to this word text bubble. So they're not gonna stop you from bringing them to
Oh,
this
no.
meeting.
Yeah.
Not that they could, I don't think.
Still being shaken.
Sweet little pot.
Where's this meeting at?
I have...
Episode's gonna get really sad when Sean dies.
Oh no!
All your fault.
No.
So this meeting, you drive out to Orange County.
Yeah.
You drive out to Irvine. You drive out to the suburbs, to the very rich, affluent suburbs of Orange County. The sky goes a lot more orange than purple out here,
Mm-hmm.
as you can imagine.
Orange
There's
County.
you drive.
Good.
There's like a half a page of just y'all doing shenanigans in traffic, and like goes from like afternoon to late night, just driving down here.
Yeah. We jump into. Oh no, he took the bus. Never mind. I
Yeah.
was like, wait. He somehow has another car.
Trying to get him to take us.
Really
Yeah.
going
Busted
through
up
Sean's
car.
cars.
Yeah.
Keep reminding
We're all
me.
we're all fighting for the ox cord in one panel. Two of us are just passed out in another. Like it's...
And you drive into like a residential neighborhood, and you drive up and like a gated residential neighborhood. You drive in, and like the car stops in front of a house, and you see that there's like a like sort of what looks like a barbecue is going on, some sort of a house party, but adults, like middle-aged adults are here. And as y'all like sort of take it, it's like this full page spread of like what this scene looks like. And I think that's where we're going to go to our mid-session break, as we cut to an ad for Jemison's Meats. The meats that
Can't be beat.
please just cut
Ron
to
Sterling
break.
eats. There you go. They're what he eats.
Meats that make you neats.
Concern.
Like my parents are
It's a
actually asking questions now.
It probably is
this
like a $200 tab from Sunset City down to
Oh,
Orange
Yeah.
County.
Yeah, it probably is.
There's only so much my card I can do before my parents start,
Trying to have a conversation with you.
The drivers in the background like real pissed off that they gotta like. There's no way they're gonna find a fare coming back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
so as we're piling out, because I assume we've gotten here a bit before whatever the meeting time is, Flois kind of like stops and looks at the. What are we meeting in? Like a warehouse or something? I assume.
No, this is somebody's house.
Oh, it's just a house.
There's a barbecue going on at this house. There's like there are 8 SUVs parked outside this like white picket fence, like really green lawn, a lawn that's so nice that you hate these people because you know how much water they spend just to maintain
In
it.
SoCal.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It's like perfect.
Yeah.
Like height, everything. It's exactly like the same across.
this
Nice.
house is
Those
exactly
big city
the
lights
same
and
as
those
like the
Hollywood
house next over and the next over and the next over.
The place is big enough that they have like a drive where you pull the car up to the doorway and like
Right.
pull it down.
The only difference between this house and all the other houses is this one has a red door.
Oh.
So I think we've been sort of like just like hanging out while we were in the car, and then I sort of realized like, oh, we actually have to do this, and I sort of look over and I'm like, so, Tanvi, I've been assuming you were going to take point and talk with them, but will they? I mean, we know these people are an anti-powered group. I mean, obviously, not everyone from my planet has superpowers. They're not all chosen like me, but they don't. Are they? Do you think they're going to be racist about it and just assume? Because that's, now that I think about it, and Manny, it's hard to disguise.
Oh God.
Mm.
Yeah.
Also, Rhoda, you're wearing your outfit.
Underneath the community service shirt.
You never know. I always wear it underneath my community, just because you never know. It's about being a symbol of authority. You see,
Right.
so-
It's just like when
Sean-
local
Sean-
politicians like put on a horrible
suit,
T-shirt
yeah.
over their suit
Yes.
to pick up garbage.
Yeah,
Rhoda
it's like
has
this-
never
If
worn.
I had
I-
known that this is what we were doing, maybe I wouldn't have worn this, like sort of pulling on their like powered suit.
yeah.
We have an extra community service shirt.
Oh my God, do we like
It's
put them in
over.
like a yeah?
I just-
have an
Like a
idea.
Don't make that face at me. You want to walk in with your suit?
I didn't want to be here in the first place.
I mean, you did want to be here, but
I
not
thought he was like,
Not
I don't know,
here.
your texts to Odysseus are different.
Everyone, but Manny has an idea.
Well, at least for me.
Oh.
See, I normally get big, but what if I got small?
That would be so cute. Could you fit in my hand?
Just a little tiny.
Well, I mean, probably. It's
We
just,
should-
I'm still figuring out how
Gonna
all of
fucking die.
this works.
I'm gonna die in the suburbs.
He like grows a wing, or arbitrarily, and like one of his eyeballs gets bigger, like for no real reason, and for like emphasis. It's like
That's so
Whoa.
good.
I'm still kind of figuring, what I can do, but maybe because I like came from bats, maybe I can become the bat.
Yes. We get look at a big close up on Flois's face, and it's got like the anime like blush line. She's like, "Be a tiny bat, fit in my hand. Be a tiny bat."
Yes.
It's just like a little adventure sequence where the two of you are like just being little animal
be a
buds.
little bad. Just do
I
it.
think like the next panel is like being like, okay, like kind of like awkwardly, like sure, and he like closes his eyes and tries to do it while Flois is like chanting.
Tiny
all
bat,
just looking
tiny
at
bat,
you.
tiny bat. The Uber driver is like,
You remember still here, trying to figure out a fare.
We paid you, it's in the app. Get out of here.
I tipped you. Ooh, okay.
Sounds like Manny's right now unleashes their powers.
Yeah, I want to be a little
Let's
bat.
go.
Yeah.
Teensy bit.
Ooh.
Oh,
Miss.
oh no.
Giant bat.
I mean, it's whatever Kevin wants to make a move about.
Mm.
Because I want to like extend my senses in a sense of like I want to look like a bat,
Uh-huh.
like camouflage myself as a bat, and like have the proportional senses and inconspicuousness of a bat.
You're reshaping your environment, but mostly by making it bigger relative to yourself.
Yeah, I mean maybe I do it and I'm not like doing the move, but it is overcoming an obstacle is like
Yeah,
not
yeah.
being seen. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So I think
That's my intent, is to not be noticed. Yeah.
Oh,
If it helps decide.
I have an idea. If you would like a suggestion, Kevin.
please.
I think this could be a good. It works, but you're stuck that way.
Oh, my Tobias
Perfect.
here?
You're Tobias. It all comes back to Animorphs. Not
Yeah.
forever, but
So
for-
nothing in the immediate moment shows that like this is the case, but later
Right.
on we will find out.
as soon as you try to Hulk out, you're gonna be like, ha!
Right.
We're like,
You
Manny,
squeak.
please. We're all like tied up.
Manny, we need big guy. We need a big guy.
Stop messing
Yeah,
around,
no,
Manny. We really need you to do it now.
The Bruce Banner, like he doesn't look come out. I'm like, oh, bullshit. Yeah,
He doesn't want to come out. Yeah.
perfect.
You can't do it on command.
Yes,
You can't look at him while he's doing it.
but according to us, it works perfectly.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Manny is suddenly small in Lois's caring embrace.
You don't have to jump in my hand if you don't want to. She's like,
He like hops up and like spreads his little bat wings and goes, "I am the knight."
Ron is in the background, having divided, and is giving himself, like trying to comfort himself.
Manny looks like legally distinct, cute teenage Bartok right now.
And yet, Manny took offense last issue.
As a point of reference for the viewer.
It's different when Manny says it.
yeah.
Oh, this fucking bad guy.
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
Bartok.
yeah.
For all of the
Or
fans
like
of
the
non-Disney animation.
there are little bats in
I always get him and the fruit bat from
Ferngo.
The Robin
Fern
Williams.
Victor and Valentino. That's the show.
uh-huh.
You see that?
I don't know.
It's like Gravity Falls, but Mexico.
Oh.
It's actually pretty sweet. Y'all should watch it.
Oh, that bat is cute.
Anyway.
Oh, it's
I'm
really
offended
cute. Okay.
Also, I filled my potential tracks, so I'm going to take an advance while we figure out whether the rest we're
Oh,
doing.
wow.
Heck yeah.
Okay, well, we got so we got a tiny bat. We got well, Tanvi's got to go in. They know that she's going to be here. Sean, are they space racist or are they just power racist?
Powerist.
Racist.
Two of them that are like having a conversation to themselves suddenly turn and like walk up to you, put their arms around you, and like look up to the sky. Voleti, what in your right mind makes you think that we've talked to these people in order to determine the distinctions in which they make between aliens and mutants, in such that they would want to kill one but not the other?
Did they? I mean, do you have any alien friends that they shot at or didn't shoot at or?
I'm not gonna walk into that trap. I have alien friends.
I
You're not gonna get me again.
That's fair.
yeah, I guess that makes sense. Shit.
Wait, are they expecting Tanvi, or was it just like we were given a location?
You were just given the location.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
just saying that because you were, you're the one who actually is good at criminal stuff, so it makes sense that you could be
Yeah.
a buyer and I could be your bodyguard or whatever.
Ooh, that could be interesting. I
Right,
mean, we
see,
can
why don't
make
you
it
go in there and introduce yourself as an alien, and we'll see. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, then you'll find out if it's wrong when the roof comes flying off. I mean, I'm fine with that, but if you don't want to go loud, I don't know,
Yeah,
because I don't really do quiet.
You all want to come here and find. You all came here to come and challenge. Frozen.
Oh.
Okay. Am I? No.
You're
Yeah,
Give it
no.
2
Maybe.
seconds. You're back.
There-
You're
Here you
back.
go.
Yeah.
You're back.
There we go.
it was like going in and out for a second. There it is.
You all came. You all drug me down here to confront the most perfect game people, the most dangerous game people, and you weren't gonna go loud.
We
You
need
weren't
some info.
gonna have polite discourse. You think you're gonna change their minds?
No.
We're trying to
we-
gather information. If we go loud, they're just gonna like shoot at us.
We can go loud. Wait.
They're gonna shoot at you regardless.
Also, I think I should point out that someone's looking at me through the window because we're on the front lawn of their house right now, so we should probably figure out something fast.
Like this little kid waving.
It's just been like 2 pages of us like bickering with each other, and then it
This
just
kid has
like
always
in a
been the
residential
background.
neighborhood.
yeah. I like to. It's like we're in the middle of we're in the cul-de-sac. We're just standing in the middle of a fucking cul-de-sac. I imagine the
Two
panel
people
is
just walked by and like looked at you all suspicious.
yeah.
What the hell are these kids?
The panel is of we're inside of the house looking out the window, and Flois is like, I think somebody's looking at us.
All right, I have at least one good plan. Manny, I just learned about something in sports called a fastball. Now, since you're a tiny little bat, what if I just boom? And then, you can get up on the roof.
Oh,
I guess you could just fly up on the roof
Yeah.
regular. But I wanted to throw you. Can I throw you?
well, you can throw me, and then I can get really big.
Yes. Yes, and then crush through the Well, what if there Oh no, there's kids in there. We can't crush the kids.
Let's
Oh.
table this play.
We'll remember that
put
one
it
for
in the
later.
playbook.
Okay, okay.
Old
You know, in
The
football, there's like a playbook of like different tactics that you can choose.
I did learn about that. I read about that.
Yeah, so we'll file that away for later.
Okay.
But if you
Next
want to,
time.
if it's really important to you, you can throw me.
I'll just do
and
it
I will
under
fly
I'll
the
do
rest
it
of the way.
lightly. So I don't break your tiny bones.
While this conversation has been going on, Buffy has gone up to the doorbell and just.
We just see me quickly being like and tossing Manny in the background.
Yeah.
Close the front door. Like you like there's a party going on. There's like a barbecue going on.
Oh, is it just is the
You
door
see like the
just
side
open?
gate is open.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
The side gate is open. The front door is not open. But like there's no lights on in the house.
Okay. In that case, then I think she'll approach.
This
side.
better be the right location.
As you get closer, like we get the sound effects of chatter. You start picking up like speech bubbles where like the speech bubbles in like really small font say like yeah, and like big farm they're working with Ring and like they GMO the fruit so that they start to rot as soon as it passes your front door. Like it's just like that, you know. It's all a fucking scam, man.
I think like before we get into whatever like backyard area there is, Tanvi kind of stops. Is like, should we all go in at once? Maybe just a couple of us should go in and see if we can make it seem like we were supposed to be here. Just like, be like, yeah, we got the invite from Chet. You know that guy. We'll invite anybody.
Would I mean, I'm kind of asking this out of character in case, but like, would dropping the name Sparrow be a bad idea? Like, Tommy being like, "Hey, I'm here from Sparrow."
Yeah.
Maybe you can like play up the like, I'm in like, you know, I'm working for her in terms of like, you need, you're looking for another drop. I'm here to set up. I'm here to set up a drop with you and stuff like that.
I was trying
and
to
then
figure
maybe
out if it was a good idea.
I'm gonna pitch this also because I feel like we definitely kind of we did not play this out properly, and I don't want to waste like I really don't want to miss like Manny being like a tiny little bat. So maybe like if we do go loud, Manny, like it's like you're scouring the house to find like evidence or something. So
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plan for sure.
Cool. Go.
That's cute.
I'm like, how do we have somebody who's small and stealthy?
You're the distraction, and I'm the extraction.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you'll find something, poof into a big shape, grab it, and we'll go, or some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sounds good. We go in.
Sounds good. Okay.
All right.
So we all
go
go in. We're here with Sparrow.
Yeah.
Flo,
Yeah.
what are you doing? I don't think you were accounted for in that plan whatsoever.
I think I'm pretending to be Tanvi's cool villainous bodyguard.
Yeah.
I like tear off one of the arms of my t-shirt and like try to like put it on like it's a cool eye patch, but it's just like over like half of my eye tendrils, so like it doesn't look good. It's like weird and bumpy.
This is what villains look like. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just met a cool villain. They never show their face.
Tanvi's just like, what? Never mind.
I don't have a mirror mask like that cool villain.
Yeah, when we go in, does anyone like approach us or? are they
What does it look like in
Well,
here?
Yeah.
It looks like a barbecue. It looks like a 1950s. Like this is like a brochure. Almost like there is a guy in a plaid shirt at a barbecue, and he is like flipping burgers, and there are little kids running around with like little streamers. There's a bunch of guys like standing around the guy at the barbecue with beers in their hands, all like judging the guy who's barbecuing.
Oh. We get a shot of Flois like looking super tough with like her arms crossed and she's like flexing, and then she like takes a second and then just like puts them behind her back. She's like, I don't what?
And this woman with this woman with like sort of long blonde hair comes up to you. Oh, hello. And like only engages with Tanvi. Does not look at Flois whatsoever.
Nice.
Are you here? The delivery, right?
Yeah. What? Wait. From Sparrow?
Sound more confident.
This is going
Sell
off to a
the-
great start.
Sell the ruse, buddy.
Yeah, honey.
Yeah, I think she does.
Oh, sweetheart, spending too much time in that smog of the city is messing with your brain.
That'd be kind of like looks over at Rhoda because she's just like, it's hard. They look confused too, so that she's just like, what?
Yeah, we're here with Sparrow for the delivery. There was an issue. We don't have the order with us, so something on your end. It was really confusing. Sparrow was unhappy, so came here to
No, that
hash
is
out the details
unacceptable.
again.
No.
Hey.
We made our payment.
Seems like it wasn't enough.
No, we paid the agreed on price. We're not gonna haggle here. This is not fucking some third world country, okay? There's the price on the tag, and we pay that price.
That's not really the way that Sparrow works.
What, you
Sparrow
think you
sets
could
the
bring
price.
your big, and then there's a redacted
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
of a power person slur,
Ooh.
and you think you could come here and intimidate us? You think you could strong arm us?
No. That's. It's just It's just a renegotiation, okay?
No. We don't renegotiate here in America, okay?
Ooh.
I don't know where the hell you're from, but that's not how the thing. That's not the way things work.
I think Flois leans down towards her and like her little eye tendrils sort of like move out a little from under the thing. She says, "I'm from Chert. Do you have a problem with that?"
Excuse me. The people are talking here.
Ooh. Is that shifting labels?
Yeah, that sounds like a label shift.
They're definitely trying to probably shift down your mundane. You're not a normal fucking person. And probably shift
And
up
your freak up.
Yeah.
Yup, that makes sense. Interesting. Because I don't know that I want to. Yeah, I guess I would act to prove them wrong by being a person. Interesting. Okay, so let me think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're telling you like know your place.
Right. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna reject that, obviously. Let's roll
I hope so.
our flat, see how that goes. Got a 6 on that one.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Mark that potential.
Yep. Okay, so what happens on a miss on that one? On a miss, their words hit you hard, mark a condition, and the GM will adjust your labels. Cool. I'm gonna mark angry.
Sounds about right.
And how would you like to give me a shift?
Definitely don't want to do what she wants to do. That's not true.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
I think. Well, how do you react to the moment?
Yeah, I think I'm a very proud person. I'm
Yeah.
currently in legendary mode, so I'm not gonna take guff from anyone, let alone this rando. So I think I like do that like huff out a cloud of steam, and without looking, just reach over and pick up the like big like long barbecue grill and just lift it up over my head with one hand. And like a bunch of hot dogs start like falling off of it, and like charcoal's
Yeah.
falling out onto the ground.
I think your danger is going to go up, and
Oh, will
mundane
it?
is going to go down.
That makes sense to me.
Danger. Nice. If either side rolls over, you take a commission, right? Is that what it
Right.
is?
Yep. So I shouldn't raise danger again.
Cool. So I was like, your danger's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's all the way up now.
super dangerous.
And then I don't do anything after that. I just stand there. But you can
just
tell
hold
that
it.
I am like holding myself back from just hucking this thing in a direction.
I think if Rosie can get a line in,
Yeah.
is like, listen, we don't want to ruin this barbecue of yours. So how about we just talk inside and nothing has to happen, okay?
And like this woman is like obviously like trying to put up a front.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's talk inside.
Do you need me to open the door for you, or are you good?
You could stay out here.
I think I'll come in.
You put your hooved foot in the door frame
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
as she
I do
tries
the
to
thing-
close it on you.
The thing that I carefully always avoid doing, which is walk through a door so that my horns like tear out the sides of it.
You always turn sideways to go in.
Yeah.
You just bust through it.
Yeah.
She goes inside, and like a couple other people like also follow inside.
That's fine.
Yeah. You'll
That's-
like circle in the kitchen, and
Yeah, there's like an island.
yeah, you kind of have control of the scene.
Rue, I want to make sure that you can ask questions and lead this if you want, like, because that feels like Tanvi has talked.
While
to
y'all
Sparrow
think
and
about
things
how
like
you
that.
want to take the scene, Maddie, you've been fastballed to the roof.
Yep. Flies
You
in
climb in
through
through
like
an
a
open window?
skylight.
Yeah. What's the plan? You looking for evidence? Is like what I understand.
Yeah. In fact, I think Manny would like to try and assess the situation. So he's like flying from room to room,
Mhm.
using his oversized eyeballs in
Yeah.
his tiny form to like
Yeah.
look around and see what details he can. And in his ears, like we see like people really far away with like really loud speech bubbles
Mhm.
as he's like
Ooh,
listening in on
cool.
each of them.
We get like panels of your perspective. It's like a fisheye lens of the rooms, and like with like a little bit of the like sort of that Daredevil sound, like echoey effects, so that you're picking up sound as well. Go ahead and assess the situation.
That's a miss.
On a miss, you get nothing.
Yeah, you just make a move.
Yeah.
Which could be like, I don't get to ask questions, but I sense impending danger or something like that. You know?
I think what you do, you go into this first room that you're in, and sort of you see, like this is an office type room where there's like a computer desk and like like an IKEA bookshelf with some books, and all the books are all like they're all like Alex Jones-esque like type books.
Like conspiracy
There's
theory
like,
type
and it's
shit.
like false histories. Yeah, it's like, oh, this is like an alternate history if like mutant people never existed. If like and
Oh,
fucking like some shit about like power people never existed before fucking I wrote down this date. Allegedly and you heard this record before. This is like a drill point of like anti-power people, like sort of bigots, where like they insist that the test of the first atom bomb is what created powered people, powered humans. And if not for that, then powered people would never exist. So like you're a natural, like, and ungodly, all this kind of shit. And you see a guy like having come upstairs, like somebody that we would have seen in the establishing shot of the barbecue, probably the guy that was at the barbecue, like, doing
yeah.
cooking, having gone upstairs, having pushed this bookshelf to the side, and there's like a secret room, and there's an armory, and this dude is putting on a powered suit.
Oh, yeah.
He's putting on like some knockoff Iron Man type suit right now.
So Manny sees this and like looks backwards in his tiny little bat form. He's like doing the like kind of covering his body, like I'm hiding and looking around. Like there's no way to get to my team. And there's a thought bubble like, oh my god, these people have more weapons and power than we ever imagined. I got to tell the others. No, there's no time. I have to do something now. And so like he like closes his eyes and he's like, okay, be brave, Manny. Now get big. Eyes snap open.
It's like a couple panels of you like focusing and concentrating, like a couple
Right.
shifts in your face, and like nothing happens.
Something's wrong. I can't. Come on. He like flexes his little wings. What's happening to me?
And we get like this like sort of like this sort of sound effect as like you hear this, is you see and hear like this, the room is suddenly flooded with red light and the suit is like powered on.
Yeah.
Like this guy's done like getting ready.
He looks up. He's like, what do I do? What do I do? I have to do something. And then he's like, takes off and just like swarms around the guy. Like dive bombs him. Like latches onto his face in tiny bat form.
Oh.
Kevin's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Kevin, come back.
As like this little softball sized bat. Yeah. As we see you like latch onto the face, like we come back to the kitchen.
Yeah. I think, yeah, if at this point, like, Tanvi's kind of gotten a little bit more of a hold of herself. It's like, all right, not usually on this end of things. Yeah, Sparrow says, oh no.
Oh.
And he's gone.
We lost
And all the, oh no, okay.
Oh, no, he's coming back.
Thank goodness.
There we go.
Kevin is Simon now.
Ooh, and it snaps back. Wonderful.
Change places.
There we go. We're fixed.
Oh, I'm Kevin now.
I brought us back.
So
Oh,
Aw.
me, Flois,
The brief
I roll
taste
to
of
unleash my
power.
powers and to just rip people's faces off.
that's what you want to happen.
We see
No.
that panel, and then it's like, no.
Just
Can't
kidding.
do
Just
Then
kidding.
we cut back. We cut back to the kitchen, and we come back to like Sean, who is moments away from pissing his fucking pants.
Yeah, of course.
He's
Yeah.
shaking so hard, so fucking scared.
He's in a community service club shirt, some sort of disguise.
that. We got like a
Right.
beanie.
You really want to identify yourselves to all these people and let them know where you come from, where you go to school.
It's inside out.
Yeah,
so
it's-
it's
It's inside out. The tag is out. It's drawn with the fucking tag in the front.
We turned it around, so the tag is still in the back, but it's on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tanvi just kind of like is trying to be as nonchalant as he can pull off in this moment, and is like trying to ignore Sean freaking out in the corner. Sparrow's hearing that whatever is going on with her weapons is starting to get out. And she doesn't like being connected to this shit. She doesn't keep connections and doesn't know names for a reason. And she's pissed. There are heroes that went up to her. And they might have been small-time heroes, but if that information starts getting out to the bigger heroes in the city, and the city government gets involved, it's not just the price that's going to go up on these deliveries.
What are you trying to get out of this?
Tanvi's kind of trying to provoke them, I think.
Yeah, what are you trying to provoke out of them?
She's kind of trying to provoke like what's going on into the in like what they're up to, or like what their motive is or something.
Ooh, maybe you drop like a we're gonna need name like distribution names. Like we need to know where these are going, so Sparrow can track your movements or something like that. It's like
Yeah.
Sparrow needs to know more information before she can actually sell it, like kind of thing.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense. She says that, and she's like, because either you drop these names, or Sparrow assumes all of you are getting sloppy.
Ooh.
And then she's sending people after all of you. Guess if you're cool with that.
And as you say, sending people after, we hear like a clatter as Flois has opened the fridge door, and she pulls out like a big bowl, like a big glass bowl of like potato salad, and starts just eating it with like the ladle,
Oh my god.
just leaning against the counter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like another quick panel, or like not even a panel, like an intercut, like a little square of Lois's reaction, just like gross, like it's unseasoned, it's gross.
No,
There's
it's got
raisins
raisins in it. It's so bad.
Exactly.
Tanvi's thought bubble is just like, surely is the strongest among us.
Roll with superior if you're trying to provoke. I think they're susceptible only because you've like leveraged their connections.
So what is your goal? Are you trying to convince them something, or are you trying to figure out what their plans are?
Yeah, it sounded like they're trying to like reveal their network or plans.
Get them to spill the goods.
Yeah.
Because that might be piercing their mask.
Oh, that's good.
That's true.
Because you're seeing beyond their facade.
Ooh, I didn't realize that would work on a non-powered person. Okay, that makes.
Yeah, it is phrased.
It's not
in a-
literally through the mask. It's any time that you're trying to see someone behind like whatever front they've presented.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're talking to your best friend who is not powered, and you're like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, I'm fine. And clearly they're like not fine. And be like, hey, come on, you can tell me. Like, we're best friends. And you're trying to pierce their mask. Like, what are they hiding underneath that?
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Whenever you're watching people, observing them, etc.
Oh, the potato salad, it's dyed red for some reason. Red dye 40, and that's why.
Or,
It's not even paprika. They couldn't put paprika in it. There's no turmeric in this whole house.
Let me. I don't think any of my moves won't work because I'm not calling out an injustice. They don't care.
There's no injustices here.
Not to them.
I mean, they see some injustice.
Oh, they're also not heroes.
Yeah. Ugh, it's a mess. Gosh.
Oh
I
no!
do have a -1 to mending.
No, it's hard. It's hard to.
What is
read numbers.
spending team pool is just a +1.
It's a +1.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of 4s and 5s for the
We have a
audience.
bunch of team in the pool,
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
so
Y'all
one
have
of
not
you
used
could
any
help
team yet.
and shift
Yeah.
that up to a 7.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Um,
right. I keep forgetting it was a +2.
That's
Let's
kind of
forget about the team pool.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
Rue could spend it selfishly, but
Yeah.
I think it makes sense for one of us to help.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Foss is intimidating, right? Like it's kind of like, we'll fuck your shit up. We don't give a shit about you.
Yeah. Like they're about to notice some flaw in your story, and then I just like take a bite out of the glass bowl. And they're like,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the way Tanvi would use it selfishly is to just start causing like an earth, just like shifting the ground or something, and like cracking into it, and just being like,
oh
we're
dang.
definitely not the ones you have to worry about, and then like just starts like cracking into the floor, like this is like the least of your troubles is us, and I'm breaking your house.
Whoa.
So it has
We
to
could-
ignore your teammates.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and
You have to be-
specifically.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can save that
Ignore
one for
or
later.
insult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I think
So
it
it's
makes sense.
assistance makes, I think, a lot more sense
Yeah.
fictionally. So that brings you up to a 7, right?
Yeah,
So
'cause
in
it
a
was a
7
five.
to
Seven,
pierce
you
the
pick
mask, you
one.
get one question from the pierce the mask list.
Okay.
What are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How can I get your character to blank? And how can I gain influence over you?
What are you really planning? Sounds awesome.
I think what are you really planning makes a little more sense than intend to do.
Yeah. because that kind of gets at their hidden motivations.
Right. You know the surface, but like, what's this about?
Yeah. I guess
That's
the
also,
way
like-
she would get that is maybe just, I guess just continuing to use Sparrow's name to just be like, now
Yeah,
you've
you're
got
gonna-
her name involved in your plot, so she needs to know a little bit more information.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, I think you're muted, Kevin.
Or are you?
Or maybe you're just making really eloquent gestures.
Yeah, just like I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
They're just not
what,
wanting to.
what are they really planning? We've sparrows. No. We told Sparrow from the get. We're gonna kill some power people. As many as we can. Their plan is as simple as that.
I feel like Rosie even like I kind of want Rosie to call that out to be like that can't be it, right? Like, when's the next hit? Like, when are you like you're rallying for something? There's a ringleader involved, right? Like that's too simple.
You come in here, bring these people uninvited, to motioning to Sean and Flawless, the obvious people. Come asking all these questions. Sparrow's never paired.
Is that a good time to cut back to Manny?
Acting real high and mighty here all of a sudden. And yeah, we're gonna cut back to Manny. Manny, you're on the face, and like we sort of get this sort of the in the middle of the panel is you on the face on this like armored on this like metal helmet face,
Right.
and like it's just the room around is like swerving around as like sort of showing that like this dude is like swinging and like sort of like manically moving around as you have blocked whatever like vision they've had through this powered armor, and we get it. They crash into like a wall, into like some furniture, and we get back. We come back to downstairs in the kitchen where we get that sound effect of a crash.
Nice.
All the human people, all the people that like are not you, all of them pull out guns from like who knows where the fuck. In this kitchen.
Yeah, comic space.
It's like Hot Fuzz,
They
where like
reach,
the
they reach
grandma's
into
pulling
like
out a gun.
drawers and like cabinets, and like from under tables, and they all pull out guns. Maybe
Well,
you're on the face of this Rocket Man.
Yep. I cleared Insecure because I took foolhardy action without talking to my team,
Perfect.
which was to attack this person.
Perfect.
So Manny's like, I imagine like this person's like, get it off me, like clawing frantically at the face
Yeah, exactly.
as Manny's like on it and like flying around. I think Manny gets like swatted off, like batted away. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Ha, ha, he said that. Man, like he goes like slams against the wall, and leaves like a little bat-shaped like crater in the wall, in the drywall.
Mm-hmm.
And here's where I'm going to reveal the advancement I took.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The transformed can choose to take a Doom, the Doom track, and Doom signs from the Doomed playbook.
Oh snap!
Okay.
Because that's the kind of mutant story that we're telling here.
Oh, that's so good.
So Manny like is like you know kind of dazed opens his eyes glow, just like bright lime green that they are, but like the pupils disappear.
Mhm.
He opens his little bat mouth and just whoa, 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 like sonic rings just erupt out of his mouth as he screams to like crack this person's armor. So things to know. I have a doom. Things that bring it closer are overexerting myself and frightening loved ones.
No.
Whenever I bring my doom closer, I mark my doom track. When my doom track fills, I clear it and I get a new doom sign.
Mm-hmm.
When I have all of my doom signs, my doom comes and I have to confront it and perish. The doom sign that I start with is infinite power. So I mark my doom sign to use an ability from any playbook one time, and the ability I'm using is Sonic Bursts from the Newborn. So he uses like super powered echolocation to attack or dismantle this person's armor.
Right.
Oh,
Very cool.
So I guess, are they fighting back or not?
This is not a move, right? This is just a thing you do.
If they're not fighting back, or if it's like there's not an easy way to trade blows, then I would be unleashing my powers.
I think they're trying to fight back.
Okay, then I would be directly engaging the threat.
Okay, right. So, like, yeah. So that's
Because
just
they're trying to
but,
shoot
like,
me.
it's-
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're still like as they throw you off, they're like coming at you, and as you scream at them.
Yeah.
like,
So
that's where
Manny
you-
gets swatted back. He like flies out of the wall, and as the laser blasts are coming at him, like he's dodging and weaving like Star Wars X-wing sequence.
Yes.
And then
Right.
gets real close, and then whoa, like the rings erupt into the face, into the panel, like they come out of the panel as he head on
yeah.
screeches. So directly engaging a threat is I have +2 to my danger. I can't do this in a terrifying fashion. That's fine. I'm too small. It's a hit, a soft hit.
Soft
8.
hit. All right.
So we are going to trade blows. So we're going to exchange conditions.
Mhm.
And I get one option from the list, which is to take something from them, which is use of the armor
Okay, perfect.
to like
Probably-
overload it or something.
Yeah, what it looks like is probably like you're like sort of vibrating the helmet so much that they are forced to take the helmet off.
Yeah, like cracks the glass.
Yeah.
Like
And like,
the
you see
cover
like
of
some blood
Haze.
coming out of their nose and stuff like that. Like nothing like too gory, but like obviously they're taking some harm from that,
Right.
and they're just gonna throw the helmet back at you.
Yeah.
Like and like
Bam.
usually for Manny it would be fine, but since you're so small,
He's so
the relative
small.
size of it, and like this is a powered armor, like it's not they don't have the fleece of the armor, but like there's still like weight of it, and like hits you, and it really knocks the wind out of you. Like probably knocks you down the hallway.
Yeah. He goes
And
flying
probably-
back through the hole in the wall,
Right.
and then it erupts out of the side of the panel goes. Manny crunch, new panel. Manny flying backwards through
Yeah.
the new panel.
Nice.
I'm marking insecure.
They're gonna mark angry.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Kitchen.
Kitchen.
Y'all got guns drawn on you.
They don't just fire at us.
I mean, not like I'm giving you all a second to react. Like their immediate reaction was
Right.
the pull, and like, what's your immediate reaction?
Are there enough of them that it feels like we're encountering a dangerous foe as a team?
Yeah.
Because we might want to do that, get us some more resources,
Oh yeah, it's like a.
Ooh.
since we are all here for it.
Who's leading the fight?
I would say Tanvi probably.
Sounds like.
Or I might even counterpoint. Floss is in the mindset of a bodyguard. Do you just spring to life?
Oh, that's true. That would be kind of cool. Does that sound cool to you, Rue?
Yeah.
All right, sweet, yeah.
Also, you're like angry. Like I feel like
Right,
this is a
yeah.
good, like any excuse for you to fight back is like they pulled guns out. I'm gonna fucking mess them up.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
When you enter a battle against a dangerous foe as a team, add 2 to the team pool. If the leader has influence over every other teammate, add a team.
Don't think I do.
You have influence over me, yes.
I think you have. Do you have over me as well?
Let's double check.
It should be on your sheet.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Don't.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I am. I have it over both of you on
Oh,
my
okay. Cool.
on
Nice.
my sheet.
Cool.
Perfect.
Awesome.
I
All right,
forget
so we
that
add
it's
another
on your
one,
sheet.
and I think, yeah, do we all have the same purpose to, take these people down?
Mhm.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I don't even think I'm really trying to disarm them. I think I'm like, no, we're just gonna fuck them up a little bit. You know, like this is
Yeah.
Yeah, they
not
they seem
lethal.
bad.
Yeah, these seem like bad people.
Tanvi, you
With this plan, yeah.
Yeah.
Tanvi's
any
like,
team member mistrust the team leader? No.
Nope.
Okay.
especially not.
Yeah.
Is the team ill-prepared or off balance? I don't think so. I think y'all came into this knowing it was a dangerous situation.
Mhm.
Cool.
Them pulling out guns is certainly surprising, but not like dramatically.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
We knew that guns could be pulled out on us at
yeah,
that point.
you
Right,
knew like this is a
right.
dangerous situation to begin with.
Yeah.
To begin with,
Mhm.
it's just the danger has come to pass.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What?
Okay, so wait. So the leader does have influence over every teammate?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had +1. We don't all have the same purpose.
I think we do.
I think
We
we,
all-
yeah.
we
So
all
we had
do.
another. Nobody mistrusts anyone. I think we are ill prepared or off balance. Right? Because we got everyone got bushwhacked by a room full of people with laser guns.
Well, our reasoning was like we knew that at any point this could happen.
Right, because we knew they had guns from before.
You knew they were dangerous. You just didn't
Yeah.
expect it to break bad this way.
Yeah.
I think because the power armor hasn't come into play necessarily downstairs. That would be
That would have turned the tide. We would have been like, "Hey, what the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
But like the guns, it's more like who's going to like we were all waiting for the hat to drop. Is
Okay,
how I
okay.
was imagining it, right? Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Then we're at team 6.
Nice.
Sweet. Okay, well, I think,
Well,
yeah,
so we
I'm
can
just
do it.
gonna start, toss the potato salad at someone, and then just like pick up the fridge and just start like laying about, swatting people with it. Stuff is flying everywhere. So
Sounds
let
like you're
me,
rolling a directly engage threat since they can't.
yeah.
hit you.
Let's go. That's a 10.
There you
Oh,
go.
baby.
Very satisfying.
Take 2.
So
blows
I
you get
would
to.
like to. I'm gonna impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition,
Mhm.
and I will resist or avoid their blows.
Perfect. So they take a condition and you don't.
Yes, they're going to take afraid.
Good. They should be.
As they should. What does the panel look like as you just lay into them?
Yeah, I think there's just a horrible like cacophony of the various fridge contents flying out, and she's like flinging it around, sort of bonks a guy with it, and he just crashes over the counter and like out through the window, and then maybe she even like just like, yeah, because like all the shelves and stuff in it have just fallen out. There's like laser shots ricocheting off of her, ricocheting off the fridge, making a hole in her cool little bandana that she put around her head. And then she just like drops the fridge on a guy and like closes it so that he's stuck inside.
Yeah.
And I think everybody's running, but like the main focus is like the woman that you're mainly engaging with. Like she runs outside.
Cool.
Tanvi, what do you do?
Okay.
What do you
Because
think
they
about
made
that? Ragasi, what's up?
their move after as a result of the thing.
If the lady is running outside, I think Rosie is absolutely going to chase after her. I think is the best way. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, no. And maybe like is just gonna like. I like that we've not just committed to pure destruction.
Mhm.
So like we'll kind of just like do like a big not like a leap, but you know when you like push off of something, do like a push off of
You're
like
like
the wall or the
spearing
floor.
forward.
Yeah. And trying to like just grab her as we like tumble out of the house or something like that.
Simon, you were saying something? Simon, were you saying something for a bit?
Oh,
Okay, sorry. So you tumbling out of the house, you trying to capture them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like enough to unleash my powers. I feel like
No.
I'm just basically using strength.
you
Uh,
flying.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
It's
you've
not-
got you grab her.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And as you do that, you see red and blue lights coming up the street,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and
that's,
she's
yep.
screaming, and she's screaming her head off, and she's blaming you, and she's absolutely making you all look like villains right now.
Oh God.
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
She's screaming bloody murder, help, they broke into our house, they're attacking us, my children are inside.
We gotta get out of here. Is really the thing.
I mean, you can fly.
Yeah. We all can't
Oh,
kind
boy.
of get out of here. God, I don't wanna.
I'll give you a
Like
second
a
to think about
baby.
that. Manny, this dude in like what remains of the power armor, he's like ripping off parts, like ripping off the cuirass and all this shit, and like his text bubble is just all redacted and all like sort of censored out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Manny's like, I think, landed in like a mug.
No.
So his little bat like feet are sticking out of it.
Oh my god.
With like stars ringing around his head.
Mhm.
He's like, come on, get up. You have to fight back. You can't just let everyone walk all over you like this.
Oh man.
What did they just tell you? Stand up for yourself for once.
We get a panel of like you looking down, like this guy has raised up like a gauntleted arm with like some sort of weapon on like the forearm, and like looking down the barrel, like in like a sort of life-threatening situation, and like if you had not done what you've done before, like it jams on the guy, and like he's frustrated, and like you like realize like you're in real life danger.
Yeah, 100%. He's terrified. In fact, I'm gonna mark afraid.
Yeah.
And Manny sees it, like he's like sees the click, and he's like, okay, and it goes click, and then when his eyes open, he's like, not today. I will activate my Doom track again for infinite
Yes.
power.
Mhm.
For radical shape-shifting from the outsider. The mug explodes as
Yeah.
Manny grows from this tiny little ball of a bat into like the giant version, like the war form, which I don't think we've actually seen fully
Yes.
on camera. We saw in the first issue we saw him like get big. This is weirder because it's radical shapeshifting. So like, and also like we've had this whole like story arc. So I think he gets like really big, like dark, like almost black with purple highlights
Mhm.
fur. The lime green eyes, which are steaming like Spawn, like Todd McFarlane kind of like
Yeah.
glowing flame eyes. The huge wings with the spike coming off the back, like real Games Workshop stuff.
Yeah.
and he like grows until he's grabbing this guy or this person and shoving them onto the ground, shoving his giant like bat monster face and going,
I don't need toys to rip you apart.
I have a move, don't worry. Be the monster.
Yeah.
When you frighten, intimidate, or cow others with your monstrous form, roll +3.
Oh my god.
Somehow it's a 9. On a hit, they are thrown off and make themselves vulnerable to you, or they flee. On a 7 and 9, choose 2. I frighten others I had not intended to scare. I hurt someone or break something I shouldn't have. Or I feel like more of a monster afterward in market condition. Obviously, it's going to be the second 2. So I hurt someone or break something I shouldn't have. And it makes me feel like a monster. And I mark a condition. Which the only condition I don't have marked is hopeless.
Oh boy.
Which fills my conditions.
Whoa.
So I'm fine. Until I have to mark another condition.
Oh boy.
I'm fine. I'm feeling literally everything right now.
Feeling every human emotion that's bad. at once.
Everything's fine. Everything's okay.
It's good. It's okay.
Like, we get the panel of this guy. This guy pleads for mercy. Like, sort of suddenly, like, he's saying, like, don't kill me. Like, he doesn't think you're. He's not. It doesn't occur to him that you would just hurt him. He thinks you're gonna like eat him. There we go. Sort of like leaning into your monstrousness and like also his sort of bullshit predilections. Like he's like accusing you of like, no, don't eat me, no, I have children, please, no, God, and like and praise to whatever. And like as you're doing that, you see like the reflection of the red and blue lights coming through like some windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy's fully at your mercy.
Yeah, I think Manny like gets right in his face. So the panel is like, it's like that iconic shot from Alien 3.
Yeah.
With Ripley and the Xenomorph.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like drawn exactly like that, where he's like looking to the side, like wincing.
Yeah.
And Manny's bat face is like right up there, like drool coming out of his jaws. As he's like grabbing, like pinning this guy.
If you ever want to see those children again, you will leave us alone. You will walk away, or I will break you.
And then, like, it explodes out of the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Like full bat wings extended, like it's Night on Bald Mountain.
Yeah.
He like rips out of the roof and just like whoom, 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 this giant like demon bat just taking off into the sky.
Lois, Tanvi, you're still inside the house. You see the red and blue lights coming through the windows. All these people are screaming bloody murder. You hear police yelling, get down, yelling like commands. You hear the front door get kicked down.
Tanvi grabs Division by like their collar and like she just breaks through a window in whatever direction feels like it's like the furthest
Away.
from like the cops and stuff. And she's like, "You need to get the fuck out of here. Make yourself scarce." And like throws him out, and then sends up a bunch of rocks and stuff in that direction, so it's not penetrable in that way.
Sure.
She's like, this kid cannot get pulled into this. Like, we're heroes, so maybe there will be some leniency, but this is just some nobody kid.
So you're just gonna like wait for the cops to come get you?
I mean, that's
Well,
her first move. I don't know how much time we have. But that's her like first instinct.
We can do it after. But yeah.
I think after that, she just looks over at Floas and is like, I think we gotta get out of here. I don't think that they're gonna care, but we have to say, even with all
Nope.
these weapons out of here.
yeah. Can you like make a box around us and then dig us out?
Oh, yeah.
I can't get through a box, right?
I guess we'll find out. She's like, puts it.
You just tunnel through the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'll start, and I like stomp to like break the ground and like get us down into the basement.
Nice. Yeah. And I think she like sends up a little bit of like just a chunk of earth to kind of go up.
Yeah.
I think as she's going down, she kind of like tries to do that like weird sonar thing again, like kind of use the acoustic of the walls and stuff to just be like, get out, but tries not to say Manny, because she doesn't want to like give away who they are.
We just have no idea what Minnie's been up to this
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
Also,
I assume we
Yeah.
hear we could,
We hear
Yeah.
things.
Like
Yeah,
crashes,
yeah.
which-
The roof just explode.
and I mean probably the cool roaring. That's pretty loud, and it's
Yeah.
not like the house is that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can at least hear
Like-
some deep roars. We're like,
I
okay,
think-
Manny's got stuff under control.
Something's
Yeah.
happening
You
up
can
there.
safely assume that's Manny and not one of these people. Rusty, you're outside. You're out front. Cops are here. Cops are like pointing weapons at you. This woman, like sort of is screaming, saying they broke in, help us, like all that kind of shit.
I think so. Rothsey's angry, and I think she really is like still like really in her head about like the reasoning. Like, we just want to kill the Howard people, and I think like Rothsey's like I think is almost ignoring the cops, ignoring what, and is just yelling at this lady like, you're just like nothing else, huh? Like, you don't have like no supervillain behind you, no grand revolution, no hive mind controlling you, nothing. You're nothing. You're not villains. You're not anything. You're just evil. You're just wrong. You're just, and I'm just like, I think I'm like punching the ground next to her, and it's just like crater after crater after
Right.
crater, like just angrily being like, how? We're heroes. Like, I think I like finally yell at the cops. I'm like, we're heroes. We stop villains. We foil deeds. This isn't like what we learned, you know. It's just like angrily about like this is not.
This woman is crying and like shivering and like putting on this huge act. Like, you're close enough, you can tell this is all an act.
Yeah.
But she's like saying, these monsters they attacked, and she's trying to shift your labels.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She's trying to shift your dangers up in your mundane.
Oh yeah. Just trying to make me look
Yeah.
horrible. I think I'm gonna
Yes.
accept it. Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like that's like what's happening. Like, I think Rothsey is like too kind of in her head to be like to calm down.
Right. You're not
You
gonna
know?
go like, nuh-uh.
you're like, oh, you're right, actually, sorry. You know,
Yeah.
like, I should change this. So my mundane down, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're not human to her.
Yeah. This is like Rothesay is like you kind of get like some like, I mean, I was gonna say speech bubble, but I think she's just saying everything out loud. She's like, my family protects you. We save you. We work for you. This city is for you. God damn it. And then I think just like one last like just really angry punch on the ground. Like she really doesn't want to hurt. I think like she knows enough not to like kill this person.
Right.
You know? But it's just like really letting off steam. I'm open to seeing what the cops do, you know, because I think she's just really in it. Because I think she's also like not afraid of these cops shooting at her necessarily.
Right.
You know.
The perks of being
No, the cops are
bulletproof.
going to arrest you.
The cops are just gonna straight up try and arrest me.
The cops are going to straight up try and arrest you.
I'm debating whether or not I should just.
Like if you
should
give them the chance, they will put you down on the ground. They will put you in cuffs and put you in a car.
I want to ask my fellow players: should Rothesay get arrested, or should she like just bounce? Like try and arrest her, and she just.
I feel like she would get arrested.
Okay.
Yeah. Which might make for interesting, like.
That's a very
Hey, when
dramatic
time
choice.
passes, that's gonna
Yeah.
whip ass.
And time
Yeah.
passes. Okay, cool. I want to know what the more interesting thing is.
I feel like you as the legacy would be like, no, I have to do the right thing.
I have to do
Yeah.
the right thing. Yeah, like.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. that
You
not-
know she's wrong, but also
But also like what's going on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that works then. I think like. Rothesay is just entirely full of it and just like will like, and they come to her. I think the panel is like her hair is like up, like just there's no like just, you know, rocks are floating around her, like it is just a ton of power and gravity is just fluctuating all over the place. And then as she gets like surrounded, her hair falls, the rocks fall on the ground, and she gets, I don't know, like, you know, they fucking put her down to the ground and all that stuff.
I think like the last 2 pages are just panels of just no words, no sound effects, anything. You being put down, like you being pushed down on the ground, like a knee to your back, being put in cuffs, being put into a car, being driven out to the station, getting processed, and like the details of getting processed, and being put in a jail cell. And like the last panel is like you sitting on a bench in a jail cell behind bars.
that kind of reverse Dutch angle where it's like intense 3/4 perspective going down, looking down at you like through the shaft of moonlight piercing through the dark cell, illuminating like half of Orbital's face.
Yeah, and like all this is like we get none of the purples and orange hues or anything like that. None of that distinguished. And like this is just like it's not black and white, but it's that kind of contrast where it's almost that. And it's like this is like very serious. Like it's all like this. They put a lot of care into showing this woman's like serious and like this is important and like this happens to real fucking people.
Yeah.
I use just blue and reds every once in a while from the sirens.
Ooh.
Yeah, especially in the beginning. Yeah.
It's black, white, blue, and red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it like switches from I'm gonna I think I'm gonna check hopeless. I feel like Rothesay is just kind of
Yeah.
giving up.
Yeah.
Oh. With that comes to the end of our issue.
Good sesh.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like
And the rest of y'all have like scattered. We don't even know you are literally like Sean's out running away.
Yeah.
Manny just
Yeah.
flew away. Tanvi and Flois have tunneled downward. Like we're all in
We're in a
different
box.
places. You're in a box, just hiding.
Alex put it best, like encountering the banality of evil.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our end of session move.
Oh Jesus.
Hold on, we still got some stuff to do. We still got some work to take care of here. We're in the every issue we have these little little chibi cutouts of each of our characters talking about how their characters feel about this this issue. Part 2 of 2 of Painting the Town Red. At the end of every session, each of the team gets to let us know how they feel. Tanvi, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about the session? Did you grow close to the team? Did you grow into your own image of yourself, or did you grow away from the team?
I think grow closer to the team makes the most sense because I don't see anything in
Interesting.
this.
If you feel you grow close to the team, explain who made you feel welcome.
Hmm. I'm trying to think of who, like specifically.
I was thinking of saying that you made me feel welcome and I grew closer. If you feel like our doing some teamwork with the fighting and coordinating was good.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of Lois also.
That's cute if it's mutual.
Lois also has never given you guff for being a former villain,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
as far as I can remember.
No, I don't think so.
yeah.
Like you're always just like a person. You're a member of the team, which
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So you give influence to Lois.
Even though like
Nice.
it's known that you are interacting with these arms dealers and all this kind of stuff.
Let's see, I already
Yeah.
have influence over you, so that means that I shift your labels. Let's see. What do I think? Yeah, I think I would probably raise your danger and lower your superior, because you were super badass and cool, but also kind of went in completely without a plan
Yeah.
for the parts that I saw.
Yeah.
Cool. So sorry.
Ton-
What's being pushed up?
Danger
Danger
up.
up,
Danger.
superior down.
Okay. My
And you
danger
also
is
get to
at-
clear a conditional mark potential.
Ooh, okay. And my danger is at 3. So does that mean I?
Oh, no.
Condition?
It's a
You
2
mark
on the one
condition
I looked
instead
at.
of whatever that happened.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. Okay.
Admittedly, the same thing might happen to me because my danger's also a 3.
Oh God, which of these? Conditions. Maybe I'll just clear insecure and then make it insecure.
And then
again.
recheck it again.
Yeah.
You don't feel angry about what happened?
Angry can work too, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I think kind of like the chaos of the end kind of makes sense. That angry, or I guess even guilty, maybe if like,
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had guilty. Guilty totally fits.
because we did kind of just leave Voleti behind, and I feel like Dante, that feels like she was just like, just gotta take who I can get,
Yeah.
and believe
Right.
that our leader can get out. So yeah, I think guilty makes
Lois is the
Lois
Just take it.
our community service leader.
Right.
I'm a club captain.
Club cap.
Like just like my badge says. Okay, cool. And then I get to clear condition or
Yeah.
mark potential.
You clear a conditional mark potential.
Let's go with mark potential. I feel like
Nope. All right. Voleti, how do you feel about this session?
Ooh, how do I feel about this session? uh, oh, I don't. That's actually, I'm also a little torn. I think like either because I didn't grow away from the team. I feel
Except literally.
except literally. That's why it doesn't really.
I think
fit, like,
you might have
I mean,
grown a little bit more into
I think
your
that's
own
emotional.
image of
into
yourself.
onto my own self. Yeah. Because it's. Oh yes, yeah. Explain how you see yourself and why. I think Voleti is like really thinking about like what it means to be a hero.
Mhm.
I think, and like is was like confronted. Like I feel like for Voleti, like this is like the first time that she's definitely been or one of the more aggressive first times that she's been confronted with like you have powers, you're different. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
having grown up with people with powers and things like that, this is like very different to her. So yeah, she's like kind of has like a better image of herself and her relationship with the world, and is like really kind of changing her worldview about what it means to be a hero and things like that. So I
Shift one little up and one down.
I want to. I think I'm gonna shift my freak up. And I think my savior down because
Yeah.
it kind of
Yeah.
hurts to be a hero right now.
Yeah. You just got taken away like a villain would.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like the people that I'm supposed to protect are awful. Like
The optics of attacking a barbecue are not great.
Are
no
not
matter what.
Yeah. So those are my
I'm not perfect,
labels.
but it is what it is. Other phrases that don't mean anything. Lois.
Yeah, I
I feel
think
this.
I grew closer to the team, and I'm gonna give influence to Tanvi.
Hey. Give influence to the character, clear condition, or mark potential.
I think I'll mark potential. That makes
Yeah.
more sense. I'm still angry and guilty for sure.
Manny, how you feeling?
Manny absolutely grew into his own self-image this session. Didn't do
And
big.
how?
Or small?
Yeah. He is going to be shifting his freak up because he's not in control of his body, and that's scary in more ways than one, like getting trapped and then realizing he has this extra shifting potential. And he's going to be shifting his mundane down. Just when he was starting to feel like a normal kid, his body was like, nope, that's
Nope.
not the case.
And with that, we have everybody's end of session rules done. And as we always do at the end of the issue we show some of the alternate covers, both completed and sort of in drafts, as so to speak, that were made up for this issue. I think one of the alternate covers is all of our community service crew plus Sean in jail together. So
Oh,
not
that's
happy at all.
great.
Like it's not like cartoony. It's like it's like very dark, grim. It's just
Mhm.
black and white inks, like just straight ink on the page of them in jail
Yeah.
and in custody.
I want to riff on that actually, because
Yeah.
that's similar to what I was imagining.
Mhm.
I want to call back to one of my favorite books, the Hip Hop Covers collection of Marvel Comics, which is incredible. It's this great art book that's like every hip hop album inspired Marvel comic cover that they've done, which is a lot. So I think the alternate cover is NWA Greatest Hits, If you know it, you know where I'm going. But like, look it up. NWA Greatest Hits. So it's the whole cover of the comic is black, and then there's a white square, and then it has the comic name on the top in big black letters. Issue number 13, whatever. And then it's a series of these portraits hatched together for each of the characters in grayscale. So, you know, it's Rhodacy, Tanvi, Flois, Manny, Sean, and then with captions underneath them in white text of their hero names. So it's Orbital, Tremor, Camazotz, Flois, Division. And then below that, it says the world's most dangerous team, parental advisory, explicit content in the bottom right.
Yes, that's so good.
Anybody else have an alternate cover? Like, not required or anything.
I have a lighthearted one. I like the a more kind of stylized. I think they bring in a new artist to do a very similar kind of framing of Manny as a little bat and Buzz. I think people will really find that really cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Maybe they even bring in it looks a little bit like an off Disney style, you know.
Yeah.
Big cheeks, big eyes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Super furry.
Oh, we could have one. So we had the previous Paint It Red one where it said Paint It Red and it had the little Easter egg kind of all the different red things. But this time it's just all the horrible destroyed stuff that fell out of the fridge and the destruction of the kitchen to broken glass and stuff. So it's kind of like a somewhat grimmer, echoing back to that other one. But the potato salad is splattered all over. And instead of being filled in red, the letters are just filled in with all the horrible various substances.
That's good.
Gross.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of one that is kind of just that end scene, but in a really long cover of you see into the ground is just Tanvi and Flois in a little box that is several feet down under the ground, and then right above them is on the ground level is Rhodacy getting arrested, and then right above that is Manny flying away. So it's just kind of stacked up.
Yeah. You get that vertical slice.
Nice.
That's really good.
Cool.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this session. I would like to thank my wonderful guests, who you can hear them talk about who they are and where to find them. Starting with our producer, Charu.
It's me. Hello, everyone. I'm Rue. You can find me on Twitter at CherryDrop. You can find my games at rue7.itch.io. You can find an article I wrote on startplaying.games, I believe it is. And yeah, you can find all of the links to that on my Twitter.
Viditya.
Hey everybody, I played Rhodacy. I'm Viditya. Whoops. You can find me online at Viditya Voleti, basically everywhere on Twitter and where all books are sold. And then you can find my games at vidityavoleti.itch.io. My newest game, Blood Me Badlands. Pretty old now, actually. It's a few months old, but I really enjoy it, and you should go pick it up if you haven't. I think that's all I got. I'll do this real quick because I don't have much to plug, but you should go back Just a Car by Nevin Holmes. That's a Kickstarter that's going on right now. Wonderful game. It's like Ace Attorney and My Cousin Vinny and Legally Blonde, the RPG. Really good time, really fun game. Go back that because it's about halfway. And it's still got maybe 2 weeks left. So let's fund it.
Alex.
Hey everyone, I'm Alex Guerrero. You can find me on Twitter at a Fractal Dragon, and I design games at fractaldragon.itch.io. You can follow Forever GM podcast, which I'm also on, where we're going to be playing Dragon Hearts soon, and then our next game after that is going to be Sword Saints Neology, which is extremely hyped. So keep your eyes on that feed; it's going to be very good.
And Simon.
Hey, I'm Simon. You can find me on Twitter at Lucha Libris. I've written published tabletop role-playing games at colorspraygames.itch.io. I am a voice actor for the Penumbra podcast, which is a queer sci-fi and fantasy audio drama. If you want to hear yourself represented in stories, that's at the Penumbra Pod on Twitter, thepenumbrapodcast.com. Viditya can tell you all about how good it is, because that Mother Scratcher is just binging it right now.
It's so good.
Also, this weekend is the Magpie Games Fair, Magpie Games Fair, who make Masks: A New Generation, the game that we just played. If you are a member of the Discord, you can find more information on there about how to sign up for a bunch of different games. I am a moderator for the Discord and a community manager assistant for a bunch of stuff for the events there. So I want to tell you all about it. I'm also speaking on 3 different panels over the weekend. The exact timing of which has not been finalized yet, but if you join the server, there'll be some details. But if you want to learn about PBTA GMing, like level 200, like you've run some games, you want to level up your game, that's one. How to run Avatar Legends, the new game from Magpie Games, as well as a panel I'm calling From the Dungeon to the Apocalypse, which is how to move from trad RPGs to PBTA, what you can take from your one experience and apply it to a new experience. So if any of that stuff sounds good, get in the server and check it out.
And I'm Kevin. I've been all of your bigots and your cops and your racists and your arms dealers for this session. You can find my games over at winconditions.itch.io. That's NGUYEN for win. And as always, you'll never find me online, you fucking cops. You'll never get it.
And our drunk.
Join us
Thank
next
you,
week
Alex.
for another issue of Varsity Hues, issue 14, Black and Blue.
Ooh!
Uh,
Hit him with that cliffhanger, baby.
We're
Damn.
gonna eat a nice blue cheeseburger.
That's what it is.
Ooh.
And
Beautiful.
our looks like we might be rating So Many Games, friend of the channel.
That's right. Friend of the channel, partner of the channel. Maddie also makes merch. So if you go to sonerdwear.com, you can get some All Nerds Here merch. We're looking at adding some new fun designs to the shop at some point, but you can get all of our fun pro wrestling network PWN stuff there too. Maddie's running some Dragonlance, so if you want to have some good times on Kryn, stick with us and show them some love.
Remember, Jameson's meats.
Eat Jameson's meats. Fuck cops.
Yes. All cops are bastards. Fictional and otherwise.